Took a few seconds for it to start there. Hello, ladies, gents, and wardens of Chronergy, and welcome back to Zero Charisma.
Hey! That's me!
Hey!
Let's go.
I am your dungeon master. Well, no, I'm not yours, but I'm theirs. I'm their dungeon master. I could be yours. Actually, no, I don't have time for that right now. Whatever. I'm the dungeon master, Frosty. Frosty the Snowpickle.
Really romantic.
I'm saying, I am the...
Single dungeon masters in your area.
We can't restart the recording. We don't do that here. We're just rolling with this. I'm the dungeon master, Frosty, or Frosty the Snowpickle. Shit. Amelia, introduce yourself.
Oh. Hi. I'm Amelia. I play Odra. I haven't been here for a moment.
It's like
I'm
you
here.
never left.
All right.
Just as awkward as ever. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Now you get to
on
decide.
brand.
You get to decide who introduces themselves next.
I'm gonna. Oh, I was gonna shout out like the other muted person in chat, but we're gonna. The other person hasn't been here. Yeah.
You're going to the other person who hasn't been here. That's
Yeah.
me! It's me, Shaun Saxum. I've returned gloriously to play Old Man Elmer.
Oh yeah.
What was that sound? Was that clapping? Was that clapping?
I hope it was.
I thought that was you fapping, I'm not gonna lie, man.
That's what I was implying.
Maybe this is what
Is there a sound
I
effect?
was clapping in celebration.
I also get really excited when I hear about Old Man Elmer, so I do get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, I need to mute those. I need to mute those again.
Oh, don't mute them. No.
Oh, wait, let me do more before you do that. Hold on,
It's
hold on,
too
hold on.
late.
I have to go quickly.
let's play the mind boost.
Anyways, Shaun, you get to shout out the next person to introduce themselves.
How about Dennis?
Go fuck yourself. Hey guys.
Damn it, eventually.
I was trying to unmute and like I used my fingers, it didn't work. I'll be playing. I'm Gummy. I should say. I should start with I'm Gummy, and I'll be playing Dennis El Remedios, Cipriano, De La Santisima, Ruiz, Picasso, La Trinidad, something the third.
You got
That's
rid
a
of that
cool
part. Why did you bring it back?
Because I was going off of memory. And look at the screen. I'm that good.
That
So,
good that you were able to do it off of memory.
You're that good that you brought back the part that you cut out before the campaign even began.
Well, it's an illusion. It's actually a reference to the last episode. I remember a little more now out of character because in character. Dennis might remember a little more.
Wow,
Think about that. Little
It's a lot
literary
of fun to
device
say.
there.
Why does my screen look so dark? Or my
And then
camera?
I don't think Xantilo went, did he?
Nope.
Not yet.
So he will be next on bat.
Ooh, hi,
Oh,
I'm
shout out-
Xantilo. Oh, okay,
Shout
do
out
what?
Bread. Shout out Bread.
Bread!
Red, let's go!
We can make sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Garlic, PhD. That's what they call me, Dr. Garlic, PhD.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Craig.
Hi, I'm Xantilo. I'm playing Craig, the aforementioned newly christened Warden of Chronergy. Yay!
Yay!
Faulty go! I need to go get my curly fries.
Go get your curly fries, buddy.
Yeah, you do that.
All
Go
right,
get
hi
your
everyone.
girly fries.
Hey everyone, my name is Volty. I play Pepper, the OP little gnome girl. Yeah.
I think that's everybody, right?
Crazy.
Let's
Because
go.
we are unfortunately down.
Oh, we are missing Hannah.
We are down one Hannah for the time being. We don't know when she will be back, but we hope it will be soon. But for now, the party will be missing their Clove, which means that they will be missing their like moral compass, basically. They'll be missing the one normal person in the group.
Oh, Craig.
Pepper's a bit
Craig is
normal.
close.
No,
Craig is
Craig.
really close.
See, the thing is, Craig is the sanest in the group, but he is not the most
Oh, yeah,
normal
yeah,
person.
same
He is a
versus
hobgoblin member of
Okay.
an order of
Oh,
wizards.
so never being racist.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No,
Oh, yeah,
he is a
well,
hobgoblin who came from a tribe from a clan of warlike hobgoblins and is now part of a reclusive order of
We're
wizards.
hitting on
Neither
indigenous
of those
hobgoblin
are
tribes now.
neither
We're
of
just
those. None of that leads to a person being considered normal.
Saying
Wow.
indigenous people aren't normal.
Wow.
Very
He just
interesting.
called
Very
indigenous-
interesting.
Yeah. He literally just
Hobgoblins are literally invaders and conquerors.
Okay, see how we're
Wow.
changing the word from no.
How are you
to
calling
invaders?
invaders indigenous people?
All right, see now we're hitting on
I
nomad.
don't like
apologize,
this.
chat.
I don't agree with these opinions.
These Western ideological beliefs that we should own property. Like, I bet these people are just like, no, like there's no property. You can't own
Yeah,
land.
this is what
No,
happens
they
when
just think that
everyone
they
is
should
like,
own all of the property.
Do they think
They're basically D&D's version of the British.
Oh well. in that case,
Alrighty,
hobgoblin.
everyone.
There you go. See?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see, the land isn't even the thing; it's the people we want. I mean, what?
See, that's a little. Wait. I don't even know what I was.
Well, well, Frosty, you've been redeemed. Xantilo is
Oh,
aboard slavery. Anyways,
Well, with that out of the way, let's get into the intro cinematic. We're back.
Oh boy.
we had some productive conversations about being
D&D.
responsible with our words, and we're feeling a lot better now.
So, with that out of the way, it's recap time. And since we're getting into the second act, I figure I may as well give a full recap of the first act. The party gathered together to take on a job offered by a trio of dwarven brothers of the last name Rockseeker. They needed some people to escort a cartload of goods to the town of Phandelver because they needed to get on the road and the cartload of goods would not be ready for a few more days. It was a simple job. It paid good enough, but it was supposed to be just a short little escort mission, and it kind of spiraled because the party came across the cart of the Rockseekers, which had been ambushed, the horses killed by goblins, and the Rockseekers nowhere to be found. They themselves were ambushed by goblins, but defeated them and captured one named Skeeve, and forced him to lead them to the goblins' hideout, a cave called Cragmaw Hideout. After a few failed attempts, they successfully managed to launch a successful attack on Cragmaw Hideout, clearing it out, killing all of the goblins therein. Skeeve, as well as the leader, a bugbear named Clarg, his second-in-command Yemek, and many others besides, and found Sildar Hallwinter, the human that had been with the Rockseekers, held prisoner there. They rescued him and brought him back to Phandelver, and he told him what the Rockseekers were up to, searching for a lost mine known as the Mine of the Phandelver Pact, which was situated in a cave known as Wave Echo Cave. The Rockseekers had found a map that they believed led to this mine that people have been searching for centuries. but unfortunately, it seems as though somebody else also wanted to find this map, somebody by the name of the Black Spider. Upon arriving in Phandalin, they found that it was being terrorized by a group of thugs known as the Red Brand, who were led by the elusive Glassstaff. Sildar suggested that the party seek out help from a wizard friend of his, Iarno Albrecht, whom Odra also had connections to. The party asked around town a bit, uncovered some information, and also received a few side quests, the first of which they pretty quickly took up, which was to travel up to the town of the ruined village of Conyberry to find a banshee named Agatha and get some information from her in exchange for a few potions of healing, which they figured they would probably need. They did so, met a very unsettling banshee, which Craig still has nightmares about, and then made their way back and exchanged the information for the potions.
I should
They
call her.
They then proceeded to take on the Red Brand, first going undercover at the Sleeping Giant Tap House, an inn that the Red Brand were known to frequent, which the rest of the townsfolk had stopped frequenting for that same reason. And then followed the information they had discovered, both from there and from a halfling child named Cart Alderleaf, who had found a secret tunnel. They made their way into the hideout of the Red Brand underneath Tresendar Manor. Therein, they encountered a Nothic, a type of creature that could read minds and steal secrets, and it began to call out some of theirs. But they dispatched it, and then made their way through the hideout, taking out the other Red Brand. Eventually confronting Glassstaff, the leader, who it turns out was that very same Iarno Albrecht. They did battle with him, but did not kill him, electing instead to take him prisoner. Also, within the hideout, they rescued the Dendrars, the family of a woodworker that the Red Brand had slain, and they met Droop, a little goblin friend. They tried to interrogate Glassstaff, and he was surprisingly cooperative, offering up some information, including that the Black Spider was a drow, and that he sought the mine of Phandelver for the Forge of Spells that was situated therein. The party then decided to continue their adventuring while working on figuring out how to find the Cragmaws and the Black Spider. They traveled to Old Owl Well, where they had heard there was somebody digging around, and there were reports of undead in the area. There they found a necromancer, member of the Red Wizards of Thay, and after diplomacy failed due to some unwise decisions, particularly on the part of Dennis, they did battle, and against all odds, came out on top. Much of that was due to Craig's clever decision to destroy the zombie army of this Red Wizard before he had a chance to attack them, because if they had been trying to deal with the zombies at the same time, they would have been quickly overwhelmed. They found at Old Owl Well a ring inset with an onyx stone, but not much else of note. They returned to Phandalin, and actually before they went to Old Owl Well, they spoke with the Dendrars whom they had rescued, and the Dendrars were very thankful. They also informed the party that the Red Brand had been interrogating them about a family heirloom of theirs, wishing to know where it was located. Myrna Dendrar, the mother of the two children, had not given up the information to the Red Brand, but did tell it to you. It is It is in her old family home in the village of Thunder Tree. And the item in question is a silver necklace set with an onyx stone. The party then continued their endeavors to protect the town while trying to figure out how to pursue the Black Spider and the Cragmaws further, and made their way to Wyvern Tor. The orcs living there had been terrorizing the road for some time, so the party decided to teach those orcs a lesson. They did so, but faced some heavy losses. Elmer broke a leg and suffered a skull fracture and was sent into a coma for a good long while, though they did manage to defeat the orcs. When they got back, the party was joined by a young mage named Clove Lavinia, who had apparently studied alongside Odra at Neverwinter Academy.
I like it. Okay, because I tried a new sauce and I didn't know if it was going to work or not.
Apparently, Gummy tried a new sauce.
And he wasn't sure if it would work or not.
The Clove joined the party, but she came bearing a letter for Odra, which called on her to return to Neverwinter for some sort of hearings regarding somebody named Vanfear. Odra spent a few more days with the party before departing and making her way to Neverwinter. Clove decided to spend some time traveling with the party, wanting to get some experience to add to her studies. The party eventually came upon an idea of how they could locate Cragmaw Castle through the usage of Craig's familiar, his owl, Athena. Having located the castle, they traveled there, slew the leader of the Cragmaws, King Groll, and rescued one of the Rockseeker brothers, Nundro Rockseeker. However, the other two brothers were nowhere to be found. They also did battle with a doppelganger there, but the doppelganger did end up getting away. They then brought Nundro away from there and sheltered for the night before returning the next day to take out the rest of the castle. A hobgoblin named Targor Bloodsword had taken over in King Groll's place, and so the party went in and killed him as well. He had some connection to Craig in the past, but that connection meant little now that he was lying there, lifeless and bleeding. They then discovered a pent-up owlbear in the castle and released it, letting it rampage through and slaughter the rest of the goblins for them. Or most of the rest of them. I did neglect to mention that when they went to Cragmaw Castle the first day, they did see Skeeve, the goblin from before who they had killed. He got made immortal. Yes, he had come back to life. He actually came back to life once before. This was the second time. And he was made immortal. So that's fun.
Why was he made immortal? Do we know that?
Because,
revenge against us.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's like he really wanted
He is immortal until he kills all of you. But he is motivated to kill all of you because he is in pain until he does. It's not just like he gets immortality as long as you're alive. He is suffering until you're dead.
Interesting. So he's been like cursed or something.
Basically, yeah. The party,
how worse.
The party, with Nundro's help, then located the entrance to Wave Echo Cave and made their way inside. They found the corpse of Thardan Rockseeker, who had sadly been killed by the Black Spider and his men, as they discovered later, by the Black Spider's men and not by him himself, as he said that he did not do the killing of Thardan, merely that he instructed his men to do it.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's just misunderstood. They made their way through, doing battle with a number of dangerous creatures, including a gelatinous cube, a giant constrictor snake, some ghouls, some zombies, a wraith by the name of Mormesk, some bugbears that served the Black Spider, a flame skull, which they did battle with a number of times, actually, and a few other things besides.
Is Craig still talking to the Wraith, too?
They eventually located the Forge of Spells, which was being guarded by a spectator named Givik, who, despite all evidence to the contrary, still believed the mine to be up and running and the Forge of Spells to still be in operation, despite the fact that its magic had significantly dwindled due to disuse. The party fed into this delusion and tricked the spectator into believing that the time it was required to serve as a guardian had finished, and so it, believing them, returned to its home plane. This saddened the party, as they quite liked the spectator, and now wish to bring it back to be their friend. They then eventually confronted the Black Spider, who initially tried to speak with them civilly, seeking not to elevate things to combat, but when he refused to divulge the information that he had because he wished for some assurances first that he would not be killed after revealing it, and the party refused to give assurances because they didn't trust that the information he had would be of value, and they were not going to give him assurances just based on trust. After realizing they were at an impasse, combat broke out. The Black Spider attempted to deceive them by holding a blade to the throat of Gundren Rockseeker, but it turned out that this Gundren was just another doppelganger in disguise, and it was a trick. A massive battle broke out, one of the coolest battles we've had in the campaign thus far, I dare say, in which things looked very dire for the party. Everybody got very close to death, and Dennis actually did die, but thankfully the party had one scroll of Revivify in reserve, and Clove was able to bring him back. They
What a waste.
did manage to... They did manage to defeat the Black Spider, smashing his skull in, and found Gundren, the real Gundren, chained up in the next room. They rescued him and brought him back to Phandelver, and then made their way to the Fellspire, the headquarters of Craig's organization. See, in Wave Echo Cave, they discovered that Dennis's memories had been slowly being leached away by some magical force. Craig traveled to the Fellspire for his ceremony of colors, naming him as a true Warden of Chronergy, and then had the leader of the divination sect of the Wardens of the Continuum place a protective barrier around Dennis's mind that would temporarily prevent this memory leaching and also make him resistant to psychic attacks. However, the barrier is unstable, and should too much psychic energy be thrown at him, it will collapse, and when it does, she warned, it doesn't stop the leaching of the memories, it merely holds it back. So as soon as that barrier collapses, all of the memories that he would have lost over time while the barrier was in place will be immediately lost all at once. So a more permanent solution will need to be found for that. But with that problem, with a bandage at least put over that problem for now, the party found themselves pretty much done. Craig spent a few more 9 months have now passed since we last saw them. the party once known as the Coped have now changed their name to the Exterminators, following the events in Wave Echo Cave where they killed a problematic pest, a spider. After attending Craig's ceremony of colors at the Fellspire and realizing that they no longer had any great pressing mission to undertake, they realized that they now had free reign to do what they wished. There were, of course, still some loose ends, and some of them were worryingly quiet. They've not heard from Skeeve for some time, or from Iarno Albrecht, or from the doppelganger that got away, and they do still have what Myrna told them about in Thunder Tree to look into whenever they have the time to do that, but for the time being they were free of any major obligations, and so they set themselves to their own projects. Over the course of those 9 months, each party member engaged in various tasks which they saw fit to accomplish. Over the past 9 months, Clove finished up the last of her classes at Neverwinter Academy, having met the graduation requirements. She graduated and then went home for a while to visit with her parents and celebrate. The party has not heard from her since, but she has told them that when she's ready to rejoin them, she'll meet them at their manor. Craig, having now become a full-fledged member of the Wardens, Craig spent a while at the Fellspire, studying and learning new spells, as well as doing some research on various topics, including how to summon a spectator. Being unable to read most of the Black Spider's journal, since it was written in the language of the Drow, and not realizing that Dennis was capable of reading all languages, as indeed Dennis himself had forgotten that he possessed that ability, Craig conscripted the help of a warden of the Continuum named Elna Duriai to read it through and translate it for him. With her working on that, he turned his focus to the party's manor, which, with the help of Phandelin's new mason and woodworkers, as well as some assistance from Pepper and Droop, has now been fully rebuilt, and the interior has begun to be populated with various facilities. Oh, speaking of Droop, Craig also spent some time training him, making him more capable of defending himself and potentially even traveling with them if he so desires.
Cool.
Elmer,
Yeah.
after finishing recovering from his injuries, set to work training. After spending so much time unconscious and immobile, his muscles had begun to atrophy, so he proceeded to spend months and months rebuilding his body and strengthening himself. However, even with that strengthening, it is abundantly clear that in his old age, especially with an already scarred and damaged body, these injuries are going to take a lasting toll. Odra just missed joining up with the party, leaving Neverwinter right as they arrived and made her way back to Phandelin. Finding out that they had left for Neverwinter, she decided not to get caught in a loop and just waited for them to return to Phandelin rather than going back to Neverwinter to try and meet them. Once the party returned to Phandelin, she rejoined them and they caught her up on what had happened in her absence. She spent some time training, and also focused on learning about the source of her magic. She did discover that source, though I'll leave it to her to divulge that information when she sees fit. She then decided she wanted to go on a vacation to the coast for a little while, missing the salty spray of the ocean. While there, she noticed some interesting tracks, and followed them to find they belonged to an otter. She spent a few days befriending it, and then took it home with her, naming it Pebbles. The party then didn't get to spend too much time with Odra for the rest of the downtime, as much of her time was spent playing with, caring for, and training her new otter companion. Dennis had a few discussions with Gundren, where he started to learn what he had forgotten and piece together who he was before. Gundren couldn't spend too much time working with him, since he had to get to work rebuilding the mine of the Phandelver Pact, so Dennis eventually decided to part ways with the party for a little while and went back to Neverwinter. He spent some time there piecing together who he was in his past and figuring himself out. Once he had done that, he returned to the party, taking the time to sit down with each of them and talk with them, relearning who they are. Those discussions went as follows. Dennis, who would you like to approach and meet first?
I think it'd be funny for Elmer because he forgot. Elmer, because he got his restrictions, so he can't lose more memories. It doesn't mean he gained them back. Right?
And Elmer has been apart from the party for long enough that he just doesn't remember who Elmer is at all.
So, Elmer,
The memory just goes away.
So,
It's fucked up.
what's the scenario? I don't even know how we would run into
Elmer,
each other.
as you're starting to begin your training, and working on recovering yourself in the cellar of your new manor, or your manor, it hasn't been rebuilt at this time when Dennis is first meeting with you. You see Dennis approach you, with a confused look on his face, not really showing much recognition.
All right, cool. I'm doing push-ups, and I am moaning in a very old man way with every single one. So I'm just going something like that. I don't know if that picked up on Discord at all. I think that's what he sounds like, probably.
It
The
did,
end of
it
that
did.
groan, for sure.
Actually, I guess it'd probably be like that. With every push-up.
Wow, you really
Sees
made
you
Odra
approach.
upset. Yeah, so-
Clearly. So sorry. He sees you approaching and he's like, oh, never get old, Dennis. My back is killing me. Oh, as he goes in for another push-up and his limbs are shaking violently.
Is there anyone else around us, DM?
No.
Alright, well then I'm gonna, he's gonna, say to himself, who is this old man and how does he know my name? Who are you? Who are you?
What?
And who's letting you just moan in the streets? Is there not any law about public indecency or
Are you in the
anything?
streets right now?
Have we no... Where are we?
No, you said you're in the basement of our fucking manor, dude.
Who the fuck
manor.
let you in our manor? Who are you?
I didn't realize I was in the middle of a street. I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Craig! Who the fuck
Dennis!
let this guy in here?
Dennis, this is a
Is he half
weird
naked?
joke.
What's he wearing?
Yeah, I'm naked. I'm fully nude.
What the
No. Not fully nude. I'm I don't know what I'm wearing normal clothing, probably a t-shirt and shorts made out of age-accurate materials.
Okay. Still.
Whatever those would be.
You
Neon
better have a
polyester.
reasonable explanation in the next 5 minutes, or I'm gonna have to get somebody who can do something about this.
I live here.
Since when?
Since I'm so lost right now, Dennis. I don't even know where to begin with you right now. This is a really weird bit.
What bits? I just came down for some wine, and there's an old man working out in my basement. What the fuck?
I could go upstairs if you'd prefer.
No, just
I could do it somewhere else.
You've
So
been
it's okay
living here
if I
this
keep
whole
going
time.
here.
So me and my party have been running around doing all these fucking saving the world type missions, and you're just in our house, fucking living here, free, no rent.
No, Dennis. Dennis, I know I was knocked out for a little bit, but I was there for a lot of the shit we did.
What?
Like when we fought Red Bread and the other things that we also
Someone-
did.
Someone
Did I
told me we
remember?
fought the red brand, yes, but that was somebody in my party, the people I travel with, the ones
I'm
I've been
one
on
of
an
those
adventure
people.
with.
I've been there for most of the time. We've had like conversations and stuff
I really
before.
highly doubt that, because in most of the stories I've heard, your name was never mentioned. What's your name? You were never mentioned. Who are you?
I'm Old Man Elmer. How would you
What the
know my
fuck
name
is
was never
that?
mentioned if you
Who
don't even
is
know what
that?
my name is?
Who is Old Man Elmer? Why is
Oh,
part of
Old
your
Man-
name Old Man?
Man
That's
Elmer.
like so redundant. Holy.
Sounds like he's trying to cry because I'm laughing.
I think at this point, Craig hears the yelling from upstairs. And is like, oh shit! And he's just started running down the stairs. Dennis, don't kill the old man! Don't kill the old man!
I'm
He's
not
with
gonna
us.
fucking kill the old man, but I'm about to call the guards because what the fuck is going on?
Dennis,
Man, unless you're using my full title.
And then again, like, who is this jokester?
I know that you're still going through a lot of what you're trying to remember what we've done. This is Old Man Elmer.
I've heard.
He has been with us since we left Neverwinter for the delivery those weeks, months ago, however long it's been. But he was injured right before you started losing the majority of your memories, so you probably forgot him first.
Well, I trust your opinion, but if this is true, I'm gonna have a strong word with Gundren, because this seems like a massive oversight. I literally asked him to fill me in, and he forgot to tell me about this old man.
I feel like I'm a very memorable character, so that's very bizarre that I was never mentioned,
actually, it
to be
seems
honest.
to me like you've just been fucking joking around and fucking around at our house while we've like been doing shit. Were you like? Is there a reason?
Coma! I was in a coma! I'm like shaking Dennis's shoulders.
I think this is probably a little joke on Gundren's part. Elmer, don't you know Gundren personally?
I knew his dad!
Oh my god.
We were in we fought a dragon together back
Can I
in the
pull
day.
Craig aside?
I told you guys,
for a
first
second?
session
Yeah.
of the campaign.
He actually says that in character.
He does say that in character.
It's
Yeah.
just a fourth wall breaking type. Like,
Only that Elmer has been that way from the beginning. It just hasn't come out in a while.
I'm gonna pull Craig
Oh my
aside
God.
and then go like, Craig, are you sure this isn't some sort of like, I don't know what it's called, the false Hydra sort of situation? Is this some sort of?
If that was the case, then I wouldn't remember him either. Also, he'd be dead.
Oh. Is this some sort of true Hydra, like a reverse false Hydra, where it makes people alive and then enters it into your memory instead of erasing?
If that's the case, I wouldn't know yet. I suppose, but
We should start writing down who we have around us and see if they start multiplying, just in case.
It's a good idea. I support that decision
Fuck, he
making.
can hear us! Jeez.
I mean,
He's, like, right
I've
behind
actually
me or
come up
something.
behind you, Dennis, and I haven't
That's a
listened.
great idea.
it's like,
Droop walks up and just like, that's a good idea.
What a great imitation of Old Man Elmer's voice.
Well, regardless, nice to meet you, Elma. I am Dennis.
Nice to meet you, a person I've known for at least. How long have we been doing this? Out of character.
I mean, 9 months plus a couple.
Before you fell into a coma, you had been together for let's see, from the 25th of Myrtul to the 14th of Kythorn. So you'd been together a little under a month.
Yeah, literally, 10 months have passed, and I've known you for less than one of them.
No. At this
And
point,
then-
it's not it's not the full 9 months. This is still
Oh.
early in the.
So it's more reasonable. I got you.
Gotcha. Nice to meet you too, a person I've known for a little bit less than a month. Okay, it's actually a lot shorter than I thought it was. Now that I've thought it out. Nice to meet you. What the fuck happened?
What do you mean? What the fuck happened? I've been adventuring, and Allegedly, we did some things.
Greg, what the fuck happened?
Dennis has some sort of memory-sucking creature or entity attached to him, so he forgot a lot of what happened early on in our travels together. And I believe he's been going and speaking to some of us to try to recall some of that information, but you were, until recently, out of commission. So, and like I said, it was right after we lost you that the worst of it started happening to him. So, I don't think he remembers ever actually meeting you.
Oh, I get it. Oh, well, why didn't you just start with that? Dennis! I put an arm around his shoulder. Dennis, I'm your dad!
Dennis, you know that's not true because you have talked with Gundren.
You know, Craig just said I've been talking to Gundren, correct? My father's been dead, you sick fuck. You're horrible.
Oh,
What if I were to believe you? You're a horrible person. Why was I ever your friend? Oh my god. Like, I was still more...
To be fair, Dennis, when you were losing your memories, you were also a pretty horrible person, so...
Oh, well,
Yeah, it's true.
That's probably just me. I mean...
I also lost my memories, and that's why I said that, so technically it's forgivable. I'm an old man, what's your excuse?
You're right. I'm posh.
You're the one losing. It's actually crazy that you're the one losing memories here.
Yeah, ironic. Well, I mean, get back to your groaning down here. We might need to commission somebody to soundproof the basement. But other than that, I look forward to our new memories that we can make together.
I do too, son. And I go back
I will
to
not call you father.
God.
You will one day, when you've come to accept me.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably talk to the guards after this conversation, DM, and say that, like, there's an old man in my house trying to get me to call him daddy, and, you know, it's like, it's not like it's illegal or anything. I just want to let him know in case something happens in the future. Like, so I have, like, previously established, like, intent.
Oh my god.
And after this, Dennis decides to go speak with Craig since he's in the area.
Yeah. How's it going, Craig? Sorry about that. I was a little flustered.
I totally forgot that you may not have remembered him until I heard the yelling. That part of that's on me. I should have warned you.
No. I asked Gundren specifically, tell me everything I need to know in order to, like, fully integrate back with the party, and I feel like mentioning every member in the party may have been part of that. I don't know if it slipped his mind, or if he just wasn't thinking about it because he was in a coma and wasn't with us. I don't know, but you're fine. It's not your fault. What have you been up to, dude?
Well, mostly trying to get this place in a livable condition. And
Yeah, it looks like shit.
it does, but
Who owns this place?
we've hired some crew from Neverwinter who should be here within a week or two to help us.
Wrong.
We've got most of the rubble off the floor at least, but
Work in progress. What
about you? How is it being able to remember things from yesterday?
I want to say it's a new experience, but it's all I have experienced. So, you know, I guess it's almost as if everything is how it's always been, besides the fact that I can't remember more than 2 months ago. If that makes any sense.
It does.
Because nothing feels different. I've always been able to remember, in my mind, but I just can't past a certain point now. And everything I'm being told is secondhand information, so it's almost as if I'm reading a history book rather than having a memory of it. If that makes sense. I feel like I'm being a little confusing, but that's just how it feels to me.
No, I think I understand. It's
One cool thing I don't. No one filled me in on this. Gundren didn't, but it must be tied to my magical prowess. I must be quite advanced, if I do say so myself. I found out I can read a lot.
congratulations. Were you not able to read before?
No, I believe I was able to read. I just wasn't realizing that I could read like everything. I haven't encountered written word that I can't read thus far.
You mean
I don't know if
like
there's a limit. I don't know.
like you just understand word like if a word you've never seen before, or
No, I'm recognizing there are different characters and different like styles of language and different sentence structure, but no matter what I'm reading, I can read everything.
like you could read different languages.
All so far that I have encountered, I can read. I'm not sure if there's a limit or if I've studied a lot. Gundren didn't mention that I studied any language, so I'm not sure if that's where it came from or if it's like a magical thing. But yeah, I've been able to read. I just noticed when we went to a traditional dwarven bar, and I didn't think I could read in Dwarvish, and they have a Dwarvish and common menu, but they were both equally legible. And so I just kept reading, and I haven't encountered a language I can't.
And you couldn't have told me this 2 weeks ago.
I didn't think it relevant. I mean, no need to brag, right?
It's just we had the Spider's journal, and it was written in, I don't know, some sort of undercommon or drow. Couldn't tell, but I had to find somebody in the wardens who could take it and translate it. But if you could have just fucking read it the whole time, we could already know what's there. And...
Well, for next time.
Yes, I suppose that's.
Tis a shame. Tis a shame.
But that is definitely a good skill to have.
Yeah, and I may have. I hope I was using it before, but it sounded like I wasn't much help in the intellectual side of party behaviors and actions. From what I've been told, it seems like I was just a body.
And to be fair, you at least were capable in any sort of combat situations we came into, but for somebody who speaks the way you do and has an air of almost nobility around them, you never really gave much to conversations with people.
Which, now looking back on it, makes a little bit of sense. There was nothing to remember to spark any sort of conversation with anyone. I was never. I don't know. I must have just been fucking. I don't know. I don't wish to dwell on that time. It's not a time I'm very proud of.
It's in the past, and forging new paths ahead. And
Paths ahead.
Glad to see you're doing well. Let's. I think there's a couple of dusty glasses that haven't been broken here yet. Let's pop open that wine and sit a spout.
But of course, that's actually that's what I went to the basement to get. Do you mind going down there? Because I feel like I should give old man Elmer some time, because that was quite an interaction.
It's like, oh, there's no need. And you just turn around, and Droop's been standing there the whole time with a bottle of wine.
Oh!
His arms are like shaking. His like bony arms are like shaking from holding it up so long.
Oh, a red. A red. You have truly read my mind.
I mage hand the bottle over.
Alright, we get fucked up, DM.
Oh right, I realize
Having wine
actually,
with me? Yeah.
I probably should be showing off everybody's new Act 2 portraits when we speak with them. So here's Elmer
Good idea.
with his fancy new Act 2 fit.
Yo! Looks sick as
Wow,
fuck.
let's
the chair.
go. Oh.
Where's the chair? The chair's there. It's just not
Yeah.
there. Don't
The
worry.
chair is there in
Okay,
spirit.
okay.
Aw,
Okay.
man.
The chair is there physically too.
Dennis
Very cool.
and
It's a little
Nice.
prettier. I like it.
Craig, whose hair has begun to
Nice.
whose dyed hair has begun to grow out and his roots have begun to show.
Very,
Wow.
Man, you need a touch up.
very Castlevania.
Need a touch up, bro.
So yeah, as you turn around and take the bottle from Droop, you notice that the door doesn't open because the door is lying on the ground because the place is still mostly in ruins, although some fixing up has been done at this point. But Odra steps through, Dennis. And you realize that
Oh.
maybe Gundren just kind of like didn't really think to mention anybody that wasn't currently with the
Yeah, after
party.
seeing all these strangers walking
As
into
you
my
don't
house.
recognize this person either.
Craig, I have a quick question.
Ah, shit.
Quick question.
But there's Odra's Act 2 look.
How many fucking people live here? This is starting to get a little ridiculous. I thought we had 4, which was a comfortable but large amount, and now this old man and... Sorry, I no mean to be rude. What's your name? And I look at Odra.
Odra?
Yeah, what the
Like,
fuck?
she's like confused.
Does somebody have a carrier
Why-
pigeon
why are you
or a
asking
sending
me?
stone? I need to write Gundren a strongly worded letter. This is quite ridiculous. My name is Dennis. Nice to formally
I'm gonna
meet you.
shoot Craig a look of like, what the fuck is he about?
And I try to like walk over and shake Odra's hand like I'm
Yeah.
meeting her for the first time.
Craig's-
Oh,
Craig stands up to Odra. Good to see you.
oh. Good to see you guys.
Okay, so
I'm
we just
assuming this is like your first time back here.
Yeah, am I back?
Yeah.
Is she back?
have-
She back?
yeah.
This is
At this point in time.
this is probably like Odra was waiting for you guys to return from Neverwinter, so this is probably happening like basically the day that you got back. Like you guys went back to your manor. Dennis found Elmer in the basement, and then Odra was like out in the town and is now coming back to the manor. And this is
Okay.
like the first time you guys are seeing her back.
Okay, that's helpful.
Okay.
Odra, did
yeah.
you know? My name's Dennis. If you didn't know, but did you know that
I did.
I had
Thanks.
a memory issue?
Okay.
Oh, you don't see it? Okay. So we don't know this person, Craig? Is this just someone
No,
else?
we do. Do you,
Okay.
Odra? Do you remember when we thought temporarily that Craig, or not Craig? I'm Craig. I've had a little bit to drink. Sorry.
It's all good. It's been a moment. Yeah.
Well, I thought for a while that friend Dennis here may have been a doppelganger that replaced him.
Oh right. Yes.
No, it turns out there's just some sort of psychic entity that's been sapping his memories for. I'm guessing since whenever he took his little trip to the fairylands.
It's somewhere between 2.5 years and 1 month. I'm not sure which one is like chronological, because long story.
But
Okay.
2 years
So-
or 3 months, one of the two.
so it was getting progressively worse. At this point, we have managed to. Oh, I'm talking like him now. I really need to stop, lay off the wine, and take another sip. But
Okay.
it brought him to the Fellspire, and we've managed to, at least for now, stave off the loss of his memories. So he's been trying to catch himself back up now that he can remember things on a day-to-day basis.
Yes, I'm thinking about getting into local politics, actually.
Oh, okay. Well,
We'll talk about that later. But it got worse right after you left. So around the same time that Elmer got hurt, and I think that was some of the first memories he lost. So he probably doesn't remember who you are,
Yeah, no, not at all.
for better or worse.
Probably for worse. The Elma probably for better.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
Sorry,
I guess
Elmer
that-
overhears, comes upstairs, kicks my ass. Like,
You will see him walking behind you with the chair raised.
The chair!
The chair.
The chair is back!
no.
Uh,
Chair.
Well,
Uh,
I
but-
suppose it makes sense. Connects a few dots. If you...
Here comes old man Elmer with the steel chair.
Odra here is another one of our arcanely inclined, and I just kind of tilt my head at her a little bit.
At this point in the timeline,
Yeah.
you have not narrowed down the source of your magic. So for now, you'll go with yeah.
Yeah, like just like an awkward like. Yeah. We'll say that.
Let's not unpack that right now. I want a drink.
Fair enough.
Would you like a glass?
Or wants a
Odra?
drink, like right now.
Actually, that'd be great.
Use the mage hand to like clean off another dusty glass and pour out some wine for her.
Damn, we're just gonna get drunk. There might be some talking, but not really. We're getting drunk. We're gonna get fucked.
You guys,
Or Dennis might drink for everyone. I'm not sure.
you guys
Yeah.
drink heavily. Dennis the heaviest, and Dennis eventually passes out.
Good.
The next day, Dennis, when you wake up and manage to mostly, with the help of lots of water, manage to mostly get rid of your headache. You decide to go and track down. Pepper is the only one you have left, right? Because Clove is not with you guys, so you decide to go and track down Pepper and
Yeah.
figure out who she is beyond just Pepper.
Beyond just.
And now,
Well,
I get to show off Pepper's Act 2 look.
Yay! I can imagine Pepper like being in her room right now. She's like, well, wait, do we have rooms? Do we have rooms?
You have sections of the manor that are going to be built up into rooms. At this point, the manor has not been rebuilt yet.
I think Pepper's character
Alright.
model had the biggest switch up in style out of all of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Craig's is the most similar because
Look at
it's
us.
literally just a color change.
And hair. And
I have a wand now.
I think Dennis and Pepper saw the most change. Because Dennis got a new outfit that looks more
yeah.
suited to combat, and Pepper is now wearing, like, the armor and wielding a sword and stuff.
Yeah, let's go.
Plus, she also, on her chest
Did I
there,
know?
she has her little Order of the Gauntlet
Ah!
pin.
Let's fucking go.
So Pepper, Dennis tracks you down, like pacing around your soon-to-be room, like figuring out what's gonna go where when you get it all cleaned up and stuff.
Knock, knock, knock. Dennis says.
There's no door there, so he just says it out loud.
There's no door, but hi.
Where?
She points to a door that's lying on the ground.
Yeah, the door's not even been installed yet, but whatever.
Sorry. I'm gonna walk inside and then knock on the door on the ground. How rude of me. May I come in? And I'm already like completely.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. So, you know who I am, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Great.
Yes.
Half-
I know who you are.
Sweet. We can skip that part. Now, why don't you tell me a bit about yourself? Because I have no clue who you are besides that you're short. Your name is Pepper, and I've heard something about a short temper as well, but I'm not sure if that's just like people judging you based on your size and assuming that short people are upset, which I also ascribe to, but I don't want to assume.
Well, you would be right about the short-tempered part, sadly. There's a few things I think generally the party knows, but you should probably know too. Well, I technically really work at the Ragged Ring, if you remember where that is.
Nope.
Actually, you do. You did spend some
You
time.
sat out with Gundren.
You spent some time there with Gundren while you were relearning about yourself.
Jeez, what do you do in that shit? What do you do in that ravaged place?
I fight there and I work there. I have a lot of friends there too. Well,
What do you do? What do you do when you work there?
I fight people. I'm a ring fighter.
Oh, that's a very interesting position. Do you enjoy it?
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
It's amazing to fight people. I love it,
Oh.
truly.
yeah, you love it, huh? Like really brutalizing others and like you're like
Well,
making them hurt.
there's rules, of course.
Volty is playing a
There's
human
rules,
fighter.
Of course, I can't kill someone.
Oh, of course. No. You don't kill anyone, right?
No, I mean, not inside the ring. No. Outside the ring. Yeah,
Nice.
here and there, you know.
But like just
People.
monsters and like super duper evil people, right? Like, very
Yes.
deserving.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
But like, what if somebody is well intentioned and they make you mad, maybe a little too mad, maybe you've had a drink or two?
You gotta be careful around me.
Oh,
I pack a punch.
So
I don't tend to get drunk a lot though, so I think you'll be fine.
you're completely sound of mind and you still think people should be careful around you. Okay. I'm gonna talk to some other people. You just enjoy this area. I'll be in my area. I won't encroach on yours.
Dennis,
want
you're
to.
fine. You're fine.
He's backing up the door. I
You
don't.
will not be killed.
There will be no issues from me. No issues from me. You just, if you need anything, let me know. Have fun punching or
okay.
destroying other people or whatever you have for free time. Dennis is walking away. He's
So
walking
you know, I'm the only one that can pretty much drive a wagon. So
He's trying to like leave really badly. He's walking away fast.
okay, all right, okay, go on. I see you don't want to talk. I see.
Volty is playing a
No,
human
you
fighter.
won't
Oh, there's a human. Guess I gotta fight them.
be killed.
I was hoping you would go a different route, and you're like, no, like I don't just stick to like monsters and villains. Like if someone pisses me off, they're dead. They're dead to me.
I mean, that's what I was trying to say.
Oh, I know. That's why he left. He got the vibe that you do enjoy just hurting people because barbarians you have to be a little bit of a, not a masochist. What's the opposite? A sadist. You gotta be a little bit of a sadist to be a barbarian.
As is old man.
Oh yeah.
Unless you're like doing it like tribally or something. I don't know.
And
Oh god.
Is that everyone?
having now met and connected with the rest of his party, Dennis, I'm going to ask you, over the rest of the 9 months, which party members do you think you try to form closer bonds with?
You might be surprised, dude, Craig. You might be surprised.
Honestly, I kind of got that. Somehow, over the course of these 9 months, it goes from Craig and Dennis hating each other to Craig tolerating Dennis and Dennis being close to Craig.
That is just adorable.
Yeah, and then I think
Really.
probably just based off of character interactions and then who the characters are and who Dennis is, probably he would think highly of Odra as well. So,
Aww.
And then
but
also
he's
during
definitely
these
scared of Volty, Pepper. He's scared for sure.
He's scared of Pepper.
And
just like throughout the rest of the 9 months, Pepper just tries to be like super nice and friendly towards him, and he just like basically tries to escape every time she.
I'm like, oh, you baked me something. Did you want to maybe eat one first? No, they're for you. Oh, they're all for me. Wow, thank you. These are probably so safe and good to eat.
I'm not trying to kill you.
No. I'll
eat
eat them. I'm actually gonna take them to my room to eat them all right now, so you don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna eat them.
I will eat them all in front of my fucking face. I will show you. I am not trying to kill you. My dude, come on.
What's barbarians are known for having higher resistances to poisons, and sure. Thank you for the gift.
I don't.
Craig just wants. Ooh, cookie. Just takes one and eats it and walks.
Dennis, you've got to find help for Craig. He that can't have been safe.
Craig, no! He tries
He's
to
over here, like on the side, just holding the tray.
Dennis tries to do like a Heimlich maneuver on Craig to like make him spit it out.
Oh no. I don't know how to poison anyone. I don't want to. I have a sword that can kill people.
Dennis,
And she pulls out her sword to show that.
Yeah.
No, and even after realizing they're not poisoned, Dennis is thinking, okay, what else is happening? What's the ulterior motive? Oh,
Maybe
she's
there's-
trying to fatten me up so that when we fight, like it's easier. Like
Making you a bigger target.
yes, easier to hit. Less dexterity.
Bro. That is just crazy.
And then also,
It was funny too because I was gonna tell something new, but I was like, whatever. He's scared of me. He doesn't need to know that.
And
I
I
actually live there.
is Dennis's relationship with Old Man Elmer now what Craig's relationship with Dennis was before?
No, honestly, it's just it took a while for him to warm up to him because with the initial violent reaction to what the fuck is this old guy doing in my house? Like, I think it just took a while for him
We
to
would have
warm
warmed
up.
up though.
Yeah, he warmed up, but
We would have gone out
Dennis is-
drinking like we did that one night with the horse in like the
No,
first
but-
few sessions.
Well, you could tell me,
Oh
and
my
I
god.
Dennis that story multiple times, and each time you tell it, he likes it less and less. He just wants, he's heard about this horse 12 times now. And
Old Man Elmer is forgetting that he's telling you the story actually, so he just keeps repeating it.
I think that it's less like Craig and Dennis, and
then we went riding the horse for a while. Oh, horse, that reminds me. Did I tell you about the time we went out drinking with a horse?
and like the
So
first
funny
time,
because
Oh
you
my
were the person we
God.
went out with, and I'm telling you about it over and over.
the first time Dennis was actually really amused by the story, and he thought, oh, maybe we actually used to be buddies and friends and got to shenanigans, but no. That was the one thing they did, and it was like the only thing Old Man Elmer like.
That was their one bonding moment.
No, like I
Elmer
feel
would be
like
like,
Dennis gets scared. He thinks Old Man Elmer's implying we should do it again. He's like, dude, remember how
we should do it again.
how cool was that? Should we just steal a horse and drink right now? Like,
Old Man Elmer has definitely said this sentence. I'll stop telling you about it if you go out and do it with me again.
yeah, the relationship is like they're like pretty good acquaintances. They would almost be friends if like they had the same philosophies on what fun was. But
And if Elmer didn't stop pressuring him to try and to go out and take a horse for a joyride.
yes. So Dennis is his old posh self. He wants his reputation to be not shit. That's his goal. He knows it is already in the dumps, and he's really, really, really trying to get back to where he believes it used to be before this whole bunny ears nonsense.
And then also, as the last part of his 9-month endeavors, Dennis spent a bit of time finding somebody who could sell him a bag of holding. So the party now has a bag of holding, so if anybody has anything they want to store in said bag of holding.
All the
Let me
money.
pull up my character sheet.
All the money.
Craig's like, here, hold my bag of holding.
Yes, let's make a black hole. That'll be great.
Anything for you, Craig.
So Craig, do you want to have him put the money into the bag of holding?
It sure as hell beats carrying it.
Alright, so Dennis, on your Google Doc character sheet, if you want to add a section for money in the bag of holding,
I will do that in 5 or 10 minutes when my PC boots up.
alright, I'm gonna add it on Foundry right now, though, so you can just, once you're ready, you can just ask me what all is in there, and I will let you know. Craig, do you want to keep any money, or just, put it all into the bag of holding?
I'll probably hold on to the Electrum for component purposes.
Alright.
I'd probably put all my like non-money treasure in there. I've got a bunch of jewels,
Alright.
but I can just send that to Colin.
Let me...
I always forget that's my actual name. You guys are like my
Oh,
He's the only one who still calls me this. I don't
Gummy bear.
I didn't really change my name. I go by my nickname, so it's funny. It's not just you guys. I go home to my hometown friends, and they're like Colin, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's my name. Colin.
Oh, what's your
God.
nickname?
It's like, oh, Colin.
Do you go by Gummy Bear most of the time now?
I go by Woody. I've been going by Woody since like I started it up like senior year of high school.
Oh, I actually remember that a little bit. I remember
Yeah,
hearing
but
people
it was
tell you
just
that.
the only people who called me it was a soccer team because we had 3 Collins and it was just way easier.
Right, that'll do it.
And
They were both
then...
better than me. Imagine being the worst Colin out of 3 on a soccer team. That's pretty bad.
Bro.
And last but not least, Pepper. Having returned to Neverwinter for a time when Craig began his few weeks of work at the Fellspire, Pepper spent some time pit fighting at the Ragged Ring and reconnecting with her friends, Reeve and Lynette. She also earned some money during that time, but I forgot to roll how much, so we'll figure that out later.
Wow.
When the party returned to Phandalin, she decided to start helping Craig work on getting the party's manor built. After a few months, the time came to celebrate her 51st birthday.
Woo!
And so,
Wow.
the day began, as most do, with Pepper waking up. Pepper. At this point, reconstruction of the manor is going pretty well. There's, like... There is, like, a fully constructed, like, framework and stuff. The walls are all in place. Like, there's no windows added on yet. The interior is still pretty much empty, but the manor is, like, a proper building now, at least. What would you like to do with your morning on your birthday?
Oh gosh. That is wow, I didn't even think about this. How did I not think about this? This is crazy. Gosh, I feel like she'd probably like go out or something and start trading. I don't know, do some trading. I could see her doing that.
Pepper starts the
I don't
morning
know how, but
going out and working on some training in the woods near Trisendar Manor. What do the rest of you all do on Pepper's birthday? If any of you knew it was coming up, I don't know how
Dennis
many
was
of you.
preparing and wrapping his gift.
Elmer is in the kitchen preparing his
Carefully.
gift.
Craig,
That's a chef trait.
Craig, I believe we said that you don't really understand the concept of birthday celebrations. Did you do anything in preparation for this?
So I think while she's out, Craig goes out to see her, and it's like, so are you preparing for your battle today?
Oh, man. Field 51. Certainly a battle. That's for sure.
50.
Weird that I spent
What do you?
a long
51. What is that's? I don't. You're not. You don't fight other people on your. Is that not what they do?
Oh! No. Greg, we celebrate my birthday.
I don't
technically would with my family.
I don't understand that word.
Which word? Celebrate?
No. Well, I mean, I know what that one means. We didn't really do much of that either, but we don't. With this birthday, I don't. We don't have a word for that where I'm originally from.
You don't?
I don't think so. I'm not sure what it means, so I don't know if we have a word for it.
So, how would I explain this to someone who doesn't know what a birthday is? I mean, it's a day of when you were born, really. It's very special around here, especially for my family. It was celebrated the day of when I was born. So, I don't know when you were born, Craig, but I mean, it's a very, very special day for a lot of people.
Huh. Interesting. No, my kind, generally, when, the exact day you were born was irrelevant. Mostly they tried to make sure that most of the birthing happened in the winter months, because those were the hardest to survive. And if you were able to survive those months as a baby, I believe the word you use is, if you were to survive the months with the cold and the lack of food, then you were destined to be a stronger warrior. My people more celebrated similar to your, I guess, your adolescent years, where we would go on our first raids. Those were the days that were celebrated.
Really? Wow. Seems so harsh. At least compared to a lot of us, I think. I would have never imagined that you had to go through such trouble? Harshness?
I mean, yours certainly does sound a lot more pleasant. Apparently there's lots of feasts and gifts, and I was unaware. I don't really have anything for you now. I apologize. This is kind of new to me.
Please,
They
don't
didn't
worry, Craig.
really celebrate much in the Fellspire either. A lot of the wizards kind of keep to themselves when they're not attending classes, so not the most social group a lot of the time. Wizards.
I see. But hey, don't worry about it. I don't really celebrate that hugely. That widely. I mean, yes, it's an important day, but I'm only 51. It's gonna get longer and longer now. But I usually celebrate with my family, but I haven't seen my family in quite some time, actually. You see, as like her expression comes from like pretty generally happy to quite sad as she starts talking about her family. And, yeah, I'll not talk about that. That's something for another day, I guess.
Understood. I will leave you to your training then. Maybe I'll help Elmer see if he needs help in the kitchen.
All right. I'll
Craig
see you
will-
later, Craig.
Craig will nod and take his leave.
All right. And Odra, are you doing anything in preparation for Pepper's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh God, I've missed this.
I got her a wet sock.
Odra forgot what day it was, and she's gonna go out on the town and see if she can find something real quick. Yeah. She hasn't celebrated a birthday in a really long time, so she's gonna try to figure it out real quick.
All right. I will let you then spend some time looking around the town, and when it comes time for Pepper's proper celebration and her gifts, you can let us know what Odra found for her, if anything.
Okay. Well. Yeah.
Wait, do I have some gold? I'm sitting. Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, you have a fair amount of gold. You have you never subscribed to the whole party funds idea, so you have 111 gold pieces, 24 silver, and 8 copper.
Oh. Damn, I feel like I just got doxxed. Okay.
Good to know.
Listen, she's got
Man,
trust
I really
issues.
Funny.
Yeah, okay.
I was just wondering, like, because I was like, oh wait, I wonder if I can make a music box. Because I am a tinker, technically. Wow. Just wanted to be sure I had enough gold.
Are you making your own birthday present? Because that is extremely savage. If so.
Well, symbolism. Let's say symbolism.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Symbolism.
I scrolled too far down in my character sheet and I forgot I wrote whip nay nay no, and that took me really off guard, and I thought everybody needed to know.
What the fuck? What do we know
Wonderful
about
to know.
Odra?
A lot.
Oh my god, so much.
Yeah.
So much.
Okay. DM, are we looking at anything right now, or?
As the day progresses, Pepper eventually comes back inside from her training.
Before that.
Yes.
Before she comes back in from the training, can we roleplay a scene in the kitchen?
Yes. When Craig comes in,
Because
you
I
mean?
believe Craig has come to help out.
Yes.
Yes. Is anybody else also going to come in and help
Also,
out?
Odra, I'm gonna text you something.
Okay.
But
Yeah, Dennis can help.
Dennis will help? Okay, cool. Okay, so when Craig, when you come in, there is fire erupting from the oven. No, I'm just joking. Cooking is like one of the few things that
Elmer
isn't incredibly
is
accomplished
covered
at,
in
actually,
even
so-
more burn scars.
Elmer, I thought you were the cook here.
Oh my god.
Dennis is
I thought
running
you were
around,
shut-
looking out, trying
It's
to
just like
find
right across the oven. Like no.
Oh my god.
Okay, wait, no.
Okay.
Elmer would actually be good at this. He's a chef. That's one of his things. But he is
I was gonna
he is
say.
definitely looking at like all the ingredients that he has prepared in front of him and thinking, oh, like talking to Craig and Dennis like, I don't fucking know what to make. I don't know what she likes at all. I've like barely had any conversation with this person. Now that I think about it, do you guys have any ideas?
I would give you
Well-
a quick hint. Eat anything.
Anything would probably be okay.
Anything should be fine.
Given the way we've seen her eat, I'm pretty sure as long as it's edible. And honestly, I'm not even sure that's a requirement.
I don't think he's wrong.
Old man Elmer will be like, oh, no, that can't be right. She's a barbarian. If I get it wrong, she'll kill us.
Okay, so
Wait, really?
No.
She will?
I just Craig just like crosses his arms and stares at Elmer for a second.
That's exactly
right,
what I've been
Dennis?
worried about.
Yeah, you should be. So I've seen her with her. What weapon does she use?
Currently she
When you
uses.
saw her, she was using.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you've seen her with the hammer. And I whisper in Dennis's ear, she is vicious with that thing.
Use a blood sword
Um,
now, correction.
Yes. He
It's a
he
lot
only
better.
he only ever
Elmer
saw
doesn't
you
know that.
using the warhammer
Oh,
before.
DM,
He's seen you like
DM.
walking out to train with the blood sword, but he's
DM,
not
we
really
have a
seen it in
problem.
battle. What? Oh, did it stop
We have
streaming
a
or something?
problem. The broadcast ended. Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't it didn't end on
Right.
my end. So hold
Yeah.
on. I'll stop and Oh wait, the Twitch broadcast or the
if you
Here.
refresh, it's
Hold on.
if you refresh, it's still going. It looks like it just kind of cut off temporarily.
Ah,
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
that would explain
I
the
was
sudden
like, oh my god, wait, it stopped.
I was having some brief network connectivity issues, so that would explain
Okay.
why that happened.
Alright, I saw that and I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
We're back now, though. Don't worry.
Ah,
We're so back.
we're back, guys. We're cool.
We're back. Let's
So bad
go.
right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say it wouldn't have been that bad if it got cut off there because I didn't have as much of a roleplay to do there as I thought I did.
So,
I think that's it for us.
Sorry.
yeah, so Elmer's like, all like, oh no, she's a barbarian. She'll kill us if we get it wrong. And I just kind of cross my arms and stare at her for a second. Elmer,
Alright, yeah, I'll stop.
try putting yourself in her shoes. If you were a barbarian, what would you like to eat?
Oh, well, I am a barbarian.
As a barbarian.
What would I like to eat?
What?
And he thinks about it.
Another barbarian.
Oh yeah, I forgot to let you know I'm a barbarian. That's like my whole thing. And I hold up, like, I like flex my muscles, and they visibly go down instead of up. Which is very confusing because in battle I definitely do wield a giant great. What do I wield? A
A
great axe?
maul.
I can wield a great axe.
A
A maul.
maul.
I do wield a very heavy
Wow.
maul. Anyways,
Let's go to the mall.
Yeah, he just picks up an entire building and
let's do something strong. And I heavily slap down a bottle of rum on the kitchen counter, and
Perfect.
fade away. Rum
I'm just
cake
like,
is
perfect.
nicer. What'd you say?
I said perfect. Perfect.
Great. I actually have had rum cake very recently, and it was amazing. I think it's perfect for this. It's
I
exactly
have
what
never
Elmer would
had
make.
rum cake.
Odra, did you
Oh, it's so
see my text?
I think I just. Nope, I did not see it.
Um,
Something's going on with the stream. Okay. Or it's just
Okay.
my phone. I'm not sure.
it might just be your phone because
Maybe
I'm
it's
not
just-
seeing any problems on my end.
Okay. Then it's probably just me then. My
it's
network is being shit, so.
it's
Aha,
been a-
school Wi-Fi.
being a little weird.
Okay. I don't know. I see my network is down, so that makes sense.
Odra,
It's
now
just on my phone too. So.
now have you seen
I'm
the
fine.
message?
What did you send it to me?
I
on?
texted it to you through a text.
Oh,
Texted
okay.
it
I
to you
can't
through
read.
a
Okay,
text.
yeah, I just got it.
I will be right back.
Oh, is Pepper temporarily
I like that. Yeah.
disappearing? All right, everybody. Let's talk about how we're gonna have her get killed at the surprise party.
Yeah.
There is a fight after all.
Elmer is poisoning the cake.
Let's try something strong. And Elmer slams
so
down a
now-
bottle of
that's
rat
right.
poison.
I do want to make mention that my gift is exactly 10.5 feet long.
Wow. Okay.
Wrapped.
What?
The wrapped like container that it's in is 10.5 feet.
All right.
Very cool. I think while you guys are baking, Elmer goes, "Oh, we can put the same poison in her cake that she put in those cookies she gave Dennis."
I highly doubt you would work on
And
that.
Craig just snorts.
Yeah. But yes, rum cake, very, very good. Highly recommend getting it if you find a place to get it.
So, Dennis, I also texted you something. Odra, what do you think of the thing I texted you?
I like the idea. I like the vision.
All right.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
as you guys are like working on setting stuff up inside the manor, thank you, Dennis.
Right.
As you guys are setting stuff up in the manor, you do hear a knock at the door. Well, Pepper is still out training.
I think Droop just instinctively answers the door.
Yeah, Droop goes over and answers the door, and you see there, at the door, two small figures, gnome-sized, and shaped. You see a male gnome with bright orange hair and freckles and like very youthful look to him, and a female gnome with like nut brown skin and glasses, in like a very nicely put together outfit with like a bag on her back that you can see is like overflowing with books, that are standing at the door. Are we here in time for the party?
And Craig kind of approaches the door. No, but excuse me, I don't know who you are. Are you sure that you're at the right place?
Yeah. We're friends of Pepper's. I'm Lynette. This is Reeve.
Don't invite them in. They might be vampires.
Don't let him in.
Tell them they're not allowed in, and then see if they'll walk in on their own volition, so we can disprove that theory.
Oh shit, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Am I
back.
supposed to see this?
Pepper is still out. Pepper
you're
is still out training. It's fine if you're seeing
Okay,
this.
okay, cool.
Pepper is still out training, and these two have
Alright,
just
cool.
showed up at the door.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Lovely. Yes, of course. I just turned to them. Humor us, please. We've dealt with a lot of strange things the past few months. I am not going to allow you to come in. And then I just...
Leave the door open.
Well, I mean, wait.
But if you're able to do so of your own volition, then do so.
I see. All right, and then he just like rushes in and like heads to the kitchen and starts like looking through the different like bottles of alcohol and stuff that you've got there.
And this is just gonna throw a piece of garlic at him just to make sure.
See, I'm not-
Oh, what was that for? I'm just trying to get some drinks for the
I don't
party.
know. I don't know the rules. He almost indirectly invited you in. I was just making sure.
I'm not a vampire.
All right.
It was very rude of you, Dennis. And you turn around and Elmer is wearing like a full necklace of garlic around his neck.
Does anyone happen to know the moon cycle tonight? Just in case it's the other one.
Oh, God.
They'll be fine. I'm very wary of strangers. We need to lock this place
and
up.
and the female gnome speaks up. Yeah, tonight is a waning crescent moon, actually. So, I don't know, does that help what you were...
Yes, a werewolf would know the exact cycle of the moon
Oh my god.
in preparation for a full one.
So,
I know the moon cycle because I'm writing a book about moon stuff.
Possibly for
Lovely
werewolves. That's
story.
okay, that's okay. Well, welcome to our home.
That's
Welcome
exactly
to
what you
yes,
were doing.
don't mind them. They are batshit crazy.
Entirely true.
Facts.
Please, do
Oh,
come
believe
in.
me, we get so many crazies in the Ragged Ring. I mean, we see people coming in there all the time that are just completely out of their mind. I mean, sure as hell fighting in the ring doesn't actually help with that. And you know what? Because like they take all the hits to the head and the like, and that screws up their brain and all that. But trust me, I know how to deal with crazies. All right, I see plenty of it. It's totally fine. I understand completely. Anyways, do you guys have yes, right up there? And he just starts like mixing up some different drinks and stuff.
Maybe he's not crazy. Maybe he's just violently sober right now. And he's playing the game a bit.
Fair enough.
I get
I can see
Dennis, Dennis is really relieved after seeing that this guy's an alcoholic because he can almost relate.
He's
with that.
he's
He
not
doesn't
drinking
wanna
any
sell
of the
one.
drinks. He's just like mixing them up for the party.
Oh, how
Yeah.
nice!
Good.
How nice!
It makes sense. That's literally his job.
We don't know
Makes
that.
sense for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Well,
We don't know that.
He
No,
is
that's
wearing.
his job.
He is talking about like dealing with people at the Ragged Ring, although he's talking so fast that you might not have caught that.
No, he was talking so fast that
Yeah.
his film was a fighter as well, and he just got hit in the head so many times, like he just ended up like that. I don't know, you know.
No, not him. That was the people who do the fighting at the Ragged Ring. Not
I thought he may have been one of them. I don't know. Sorry.
No, I would never step into the ring myself. I mean, I ain't got the muscle for it, and you know, I'm a fast talker, but I ain't a fast mover and all that, you know. So, but I understand the confusion. No, I was talking about like because we see all sorts of people coming in there and fighting, right? And oftentimes they're like fighting with their fists and stuff, and they take the blows to the head, and they're just they go down and they're like, and they're just bang bang bang, and then you know that kind of messes with them because it like
I can
it gives them
imagine,
concussions and the like,
Brett-
and he just like keeps rattling off and like.
the whole time. I'm looking at Dennis and just nodding my head toward Elmer.
Yeah.
And
I don't know
then
why you're looking at me.
Oh.
And then at this point,
imagine.
the other one just comes over. Reeve, I think they get the point. Hey, do you guys have somewhere that I can like put my books? We're gonna be staying in town for a few days, and I want to make sure that they're like somewhere that's not gonna get wet or anything. And this place looks kind of empty.
I hand you a regular sized bag that the book would not be able to fit in if it wasn't magical.
Is it the bag of
Yeah, you
holding,
can
or
have
is
that.
it just actually?
It is
it
the
ju-
bag of holding.
Okay.
Yes, you can throw them in my bag.
That looks a bit small for. I don't.
Fit.
They don't fit in my bag, and that's smaller than my bag.
I'm no mathematician, but all my stuff fits in there, with room to spare.
But what are you keeping in there? Just like some coins?
Yeah, hundreds of coins, almost 1,000. Some jewelry, a sword.
And at that point, she like takes it and looks inside.
Basically, everything I need is in there.
This is amazing. Where'd you find this?
Yeah, I shove her in there. No.
Oh wow. And she just starts like, and her backpack is not magical, but she starts taking out from it more books than you would ever think somebody, especially somebody of her size, would be able to carry in
her
that
is
bag.
filled to the brim
Like,
with books.
You notice as she takes it, as she like unpacks it, that some of the seams were really being pushed there, and they like relax as she pulls it out, and like some of them she has to like because of how they're wedged in there, and she just
wow.
like there's so many books packed in. And then even like the side pockets on her backpack have like smaller journals and books in them, and she just like unpacks all of those. Great. And then I can just come and get those out of there whenever, right? Cool. Okay.
Yeah, just
Where's Pepper?
She's outside training.
So she
I
doesn't
can go grab her.
She hasn't seen all of this that you're setting up then. And at this point, Odra comes back with two other women behind her.
Classy,
Here, let me-
Odra. Classy.
Odra get dancers.
No, I was just.
Good call, Odra!
Those were Odra's +2, you know? Bro couldn't decide on a +1, so.
Run.
Anyway.
With two other women behind her who come with like who've brought like a wagon and several baskets just filled with just tons and tons of flowers. So this is the place we're decorating then?
Yes, if we can just I don't know, decorate. We're having a little party for a friend, so make the place look nice.
And Odra, the people that you have brought back are Thonia Brown and her wife Shansa. Thonia Brown is the florist
Okay.
of the florist who has just moved into to Phandelver. And they just start like bringing in the like flowers and stuff and like stringing up bouquets and garlands and all that and making the place look all fancy and pretty.
Nice. Okay.
For reference, this is Thonia, this is Shansa.
Let's go lesbians. Let's go.
Let's go lesbians.
Let's go lesbians.
Go white girl,
Hell
go white
yeah.
girl, go. Go white girl, go white girl, go.
It really is that kind of party.
Wait, so that my joke. Wait, oh sweet, let's go. I was gonna joke. I knew that was the case. Has Dennis? I don't think Dennis has flirted with anyone in this campaign so far, right?
What?
I swear to God, I thought you were gonna say I don't think Dennis has ever seen a
I
lesbian.
don't, I'm pretty sure he has, but I don't know if
I know that Elmer has. Elmer has definitely flirted with people.
If you can recall
yes.
a time.
I don't know that Dennis has.
I don't think he has.
Yeah, because I was about to say like.
I don't know.
Okay, good. That's good.
Okay. Like how's it been going at the? I guess Odra's gonna go up to like everybody, and be like, what's been going on here?
Oh, just working on a cake. Oh, rum
Send up
cake
for the party.
Okay.
and various other alcoholic beverages.
Perfect. Sounds great. Perfect. Okay. Anything I can do to help?
Actually, you know, something I didn't think of till just now. Are we gonna invite anyone else?
I think it's a bit late for that.
Okay, maybe, but we can go really fast.
Yes, Alma, you go out, find. Yes, that's a perfect idea.
I grab my chair. I'm ready.
I pull Elmer aside and I'm like, I think we need a horse to make this party a hoot, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh no.
His whole face lights up.
Because you know you can't have a party without a horse.
Oh my god.
That old saying.
Yeah, right, that old saying. Oh my god, I'm going. I gotta go find a horse, and I am going to go find a horse.
Oh no.
That's absolutely what I'm gonna do.
All right. Elmer goes
I'm gonna
out to
go
try
over
and
to
find a
Craig,
horse.
And then I'm gonna explain the
Come with me,
situation.
let's go find a horse.
Was that directed towards me? Hold on.
Yes. Oh, Joe, you said you wanted to help. Come help me. Horse. Get him great. I grab you by like the hand and I'm already
Wait,
dragging
but
you out the door.
you were
Chair in
cooking the
other hand.
cake. Oh shoot.
I do not listen.
Can I?
Oh, someone had finished the
Can I
cake.
have a Maury moment?
Does anybody here know how to bake?
The old guy who just left.
Wait,
Shansa, who is Shansa, the wife of the florist, speaks up. I have a little experience with the baking. It looks like much of it is already done. Yes.
Yes, I think.
I think I could likely finish with what has already been set up here. Do not worry of this.
Like
And-
out of character.
I do wanna take the time
in the
though,
corner. Droop in the corner. I love it. I love when Droop's just in the corner. Just sitting there.
And then Odra and Elmer run off to go and find a horse.
Well, it's more like Elmer's running off to find a horse, and Odra is being.
Yeah, it's
drugged.
basically
Drag
it's
along.
basically exactly like this right here. Elmer is charging off and Odra is just walking behind.
Can I like get out
Yeah.
of like? Can I at least go on my own push?
You can make a contested strength check.
Oh my gosh.
Probably.
Someone called the guards.
We have to roll.
Or
for
you can ask Elmer in character to let you go, and he probably would. I think he's just very
that.
excited.
Like, let go? No. Hey, no.
Oh,
Get
sorry.
over. Just Jesus, let.
Okay, he lets you go almost immediately. Come on, Odra, we don't have any
Okay.
time to waste.
Okay, you run up ahead. I'll catch up. Yeah, you get there first. I'll follow.
I don't believe you even a little bit.
I think you should.
Oh. Persuasion check. Persuasion check.
Alrighty then. And then I
Okay.
give her the chair forcibly. Hold on to that. I'll be back for it.
Okay.
I do run off to go get a horse.
Oh my
I'm not sure if I'm
God.
successful or not.
Roll an animal handling check for me.
I thought you were just gonna say
Oh.
roll for horse.
Roll for horse.
Fire a horse.
I have such a good horse multiplier.
What's your horse check? I don't know. What's my horse modifier? Yeah.
I've got a plus 12.
Are you proficient in horse?
One night. Oh, I have
he has
expertise in horse.
Yeah. I was about to say.
We'll see after that night.
That's an 11.
11. You
Yeah,
find
come
a
on,
few
give it to me.
horses.
Ooh.
None of them seem
Multiple?
particularly interested in coming with you, though.
I
See,
will
most
fight
of the
a
ones,
horse and bring
most
back
of the
my
ones that you
horse.
find are other people's horses that are like in stables.
That's not gonna stop me.
You're going to steal a horse.
Can,
It's just literally like the fifth time he's probably done this.
Yeah.
So.
I also like how
I think
it's
most of
like,
the people in Phandelver, like, if their horse is missing, they know where to go. We're just like, sorry, we
This
can't,
probably happened a few
we
times,
can't
yeah.
stop him. He's got a
Every
mind of his
major event.
yeah.
Like, thanks to
It's
Elmer,
probably decided.
pretty soon it's going to be illegal to walk down the streets of Phandelver with an ice cream cone in your back pocket.
Oh, God.
I was
Okay,
thinking
wait.
the governing body of the town probably just decided it's better to fine him over and over than actually do anything because they're gonna make a pretty penny if he keeps doing it.
Elmer is like
I've been draining the party's money.
Elmer's
Yes.
horse thieving fines are like half of the taxes they collect.
Yes, and he has
So
a
you found
reasonable
out because
debt
of
he's
this.
still paying off to this day. He will never pay it off. But that's
So
okay.
Elmer steals another horse.
Okay, wait, hold on. If I do have the choice to go and get a horse without stealing it, like, I assume I cannot roll the check again, though. I assume you will not allow me to keep looking.
That was your check for your horse search. If you'd
Okay, I
like
don't think I
to,
have another way to get around that.
if
Okay,
you'd
I'll
like,
steal one.
if you'd like to keep searching for the horses late into the day and like miss the start of the party, you potentially could.
Oh, I don't want to do that. No way.
Just like show up halfway
You
through the
late for
party
party
riding a horse through the
with a
door.
horse?
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
Arriving late.
But I do want to be
Oh
there
my
at the beginning.
God.
That's reasonable.
Aw.
Yeah, I guess you'll have to steal a
Where
horse.
would I-
Yes, you'll just have to steal a horse.
It's the only reasonable
Aw.
option. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the only reasonable option you gave them.
You gotta do what you gotta do to be a good friend. As I drag away
Sometimes
someone's
being a
horse
good
very
friend it
forcefully.
means stealing somebody else's horse.
Do I need to make any checks or anything to get this?
Sure,
horse?
make
Do I have
another
to
animal
actually
handling
get it and
check.
feed it?
Why ask? Sure.
Make another animal
I was
handling
really
check.
kind of hoping you would have me go into combat with it, to be honest.
You just kill
it's
the
a
horse
little
and drag its carcass in.
Don't fight the house.
It would be non-lethal. I would bring it in unconscious at least. It's an 11
Oh my
again.
God.
Roll me a strength check.
Oh, that's more like it. Oh, that's not a good roll either. Hold on. That's an 8. From the
So you
barbarian.
managed to get the
Rage.
horse. You managed. Sure, rage to get advantage on the strength check.
All right.
Oh my
That's
God.
13. A little bit better.
13. Not great though.
I love
Um,
the chaos.
You
I
pull
look
somebody's
very
horse
angry.
out of the stables and drag it like partway back to the manor as it's like resisting, and then its reins just snap off of it, and it just like goes
No.
galloping off away.
Oh no.
Are you
Okay.
done?
I run after it and try to catch it.
Make an animal handling
Just
check with
watching this happen.
disadvantage. Yeah, Odra's
Oh my
just
gosh,
standing there
one of
watching
these
the
has to
whole
be good.
time.
Yeah, holding the chair. I think I said
Finally.
I don't know. Like, okay. Just here.
I got a 19.
19.
With
You do
disadvantage?
manage with disadvantage?
I rolled an 18 and a 17, and I have a +2.
Okay.
Finally.
Oh.
2 lucky
So
rolls in a row.
You finally managed to catch the horse. I will say that you like fall a couple of times in the process and take like 10 half to 5 bludgeoning damage as you go under the horse's hooves a few times.
That's okay. It'll be really
But
funny
you
if I
manage
show
to
up with a
catch
few
the
bruises.
horse and climb on top of it, and you like turn it around and start riding it back towards the party.
Brilliant.
Is there anything anybody else would like to do to prepare for the party? I guess not.
No? Yes, not.
I guess not.
Alright.
I'm all prepared.
Some more guests show up, the Rock Seekers and Sildar. And
Oh my God.
Pepper, when you come back in from your day spent out, like, training and, attempting to work on making a music box and all that in solitude, you come back to the manor and open the door to find the parlor beautifully decorated with like garlands of flowers and huge like floral displays and bouquets and all that, and a big like banner that reads "Happy Birthday, Pepper."
Please tell me it's misspelled. Please tell me it's misspelled.
Who wrote the banner?
Who wrote the banner?
What if we all did one letter of it?
Wait, who wrote it? Was it? It
Oh,
couldn't have been Dennis.
Droop wrote it. So what it actually reads, here.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What it actually reads
I had to know.
is,
I had to know. Oh my god.
The suspense.
This suspense is killing me. It's killing me. I love it.
Is this.
Oh, happy birthday. Oh. Oh my god. That's so cute. Oh my god.
Like 10 minutes ago, as he was hanging it up, Craig looks at it, he's like, oh, I should probably start training him in some other things, too.
Valid. Yay!
There we go.
Okay, so Pepper has come in.
Yes, there is a pile of gifts for you on one of the tables. Craig, if you'd like to describe what the cake Elmer, if you'd like to describe what the cake looks like, since I assume you made it back in time to help finish and decorate it.
Oh, I did indeed. Let me look up what a rum cake looks like real quick.
Valid.
So, actually, here, I'll just send a picture in the chat. It has a very particular look to it, so I wouldn't have actually decorated it a lot.
The chat in which images are sent?
I put it in. Yes, so that's what it looks like.
Okay, so Pepper, you see, it's very large, larger than a rum cake would normally be. Because it's
Oh, yes.
like made to be big enough to feed everybody. So it's like taking up like almost a full table. It's this big like ring of lightly browned cake. A few slices have been cut out and portioned onto plates already, and it's got like this nice honey yellow inside. And you see that there are like flickering like illusory magical candles placed all around the cake ring. 51 in total. And
51 candles.
yes. Luckily they are magical and illusory so that they don't set the cake on fire.
Thank God.
And then there's cups of like hot cider made from the apples from Adermath Orchard. There's alcoholic cider. There is plenty of food. Several different like meat dishes. Some fish. There's also some uncooked fish, which Odra is currently in the corner feeding to her pet otter.
Oh my god. Acceptable.
Everybody's like standing there waiting for you to arrive. You do see your two friends, Reeve and Lynette, have come. There's a couple of women you don't recognize. There's Sildar, Gundren, Nundro. The gang's all here.
We're getting the band back together.
Yeah, Red Brad is over in the corner too.
Oh my god, no. Not that.
Elmer definitely tried to invite him and did fail.
Odra and her otter.
Thank god I failed.
Athena is on her shoulder, and she keeps like doing that thing where she kind of like gets her wings up and like starts to fly like, whilst she's staring at Odra's otter, and I just have to keep telling her no, no.
Disciplining the animal. Not. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. As Pepper walked in, and she's just like, she's completely shocked. She has never had this big of a party before, ever. So she's looking around, she sees the cake, she sees the presents, she sees all of her wonderful friends and people she has met, and not have met, the two lesbians.
Let's go lesbians!
Maybe she wants to meet them though.
I mean, hey, you know. Anyways, and you see her eyes just sparkle, and she is just so happy that she starts crying. She's like, oh my god, you guys! And then she starts drinking.
Nobody in the podcast knows how to respond to the very heartfelt message, but we do know how to respond to the amount of drinking. That is with more drinking.
Yeah, emotions, who is she?
Let's get wasted!
Even Xeond is there.
Let's go!
Xeond looks very unhappy about how happy everybody else is.
Xeon.
He's the familiar I stole from Glass F.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's a demon.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
And so the festivities begin. The people begin drinking and socializing. The lesbians don't really know many of the people, but they start to talk with Odra, and like coo at Pebbles the Otter,
As any lesbian would.
as any lesbian would.
Let's get social. Let's go.
Not quite a beaver, but close.
Huh?
Nothing.
I heard like half of that, and I think you cut out in the middle, so I heard something mildly concerning. I'm not gonna lie.
I said it's not quite a beaver,
Oh,
but
no.
it's close.
Oh,
I see.
damn it.
I think Elmer would probably be feeding the horse heavy amounts of alcohol.
Oh yes, there is a horse there, Pepper. You do notice that there's a horse walking around.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Inside the building.
Wait, what?
I am not care. Oh, I don't really know why, to be honest, but I did get it. Elmer realizing that he had no reason to get the horse at all.
I hope you didn't steal it. I know you
I
did.
do not know what you're talking about. He was just in the middle of an open field, which happened to be confined to a stable.
Oh, Pepper, it's so good to see you again.
Hey, it's wonderful to see you. And she like gives him a huge hug, and it's to the point where he kind of starts losing air
Yeah.
a little bit, and then
And like you pull away and you see that his face is just completely flushed red. Lynette comes up as well. Hey, Pepper, guess what? I got published.
What, Lynette?
I got published. My first book. I got somebody to sign it. It's releasing in a few weeks.
Which one? Which one?
It was the winter summer.
Oh my god.
Winter summer.
And she also gives Lynette a huge hug. Kind of like the same thing, where she kind of loses a little bit of air, a little bit of oxygen, but she's fine. She'll be fine.
The party progresses as everybody catches up, and mingles and enjoys themselves. Games are played. Elmer tries to get a game of pin the tail on the horse going, which everybody very quickly shuts down.
Oh.
Except
no.
Xeon, who most definitely
And
tries.
after it gets shut down, Xeon takes the little tail with a pin in it and sneaks up, jumps onto the horse and jams it in, and the horse just starts charging around and knocks over one of the tables with drinks on it before people can catch it and calm it down.
God.
That was a fun game. What's next?
That's enough for you. I snap my fingers and.
And he just folds backwards into nothingness.
I like the guy. That guy was fun. Who was he?
No, not even close.
Eventually,
Was Elmer there when Xeon became a thing? I feel like I remember something.
Elmer was there when you guys first met Xeon, but I don't know if you were there when Xeon was eventually summoned.
I feel like I wasn't there for the summoning. I feel like I remember.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not. I don't think so.
He's kind of hard to forget.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah.
eventually the time comes for Pepper to open her gifts. Pepper, you see on the table several gift boxes, one of which does not fit on the table because it is 10.5 feet long.
What the fuck?
You also see sitting there on the table, a box with a letter taped to it. As well as several other gifts. Who all got a gift for Pepper?
My gift was a rum cake.
Craig, I know we
Dennis
discussed yours. Dennis got her the 10.5 foot long one. Odra, did you get her anything? Other than the lesbians?
I love the entries. Hold on.
I would like to say, Old Man Elmer would definitely go up to the lesbians and have a conversation with them and tell them that actually he's also a bisexual, so he gets it. we don't need to roleplay anything besides that.
Let them choose this option. I'm gonna say no. I don't. Do I?
Do you
I
let
don't know
the
how to
entries
character explain this.
I mean,
I don't know how to character explain this.
I don't know.
Just move on for me. Just move on.
All right.
It's fine.
There is also.
Don't observe me. Don't observe me.
I don't want to be perceived.
There's
Golly.
also a gift there from Sildar. There's a gift there from the Rockseeker brothers. There's a gift there from Lynette. A gift from Reeve.
Oh god.
And then there's the box with the letter.
The box with the letters, that's killing me, and I want to read that last. Oh my god. I'm like scared. I'm like scared to read that, actually.
So who would you like to start with?
I don't know, the big 10-point gift is kind of killing me. But does Dennis need to describe it?
So you open the 10.5 foot long box first.
You know what? Sure.
You open the end of the box and slide out a 10-foot long pole.
Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Do you like it?
She's really confused. You can see the confusion on her face. She's like, what? Huh? I mean, yeah? I'm not sure why. You got me this?
Those are handy, lassie. They're 10-foot poles are really helpful to have when you're in the adventuring business. You can use them to trigger traps, you can use them to poke things you're unsure of from a distance and make sure that they're safe. You can do all sorts of things with them. Is this one collapsible, laddie?
No.
Oh, well, and this one isn't that useful after all. I mean, you do have a bag of holding, so you can probably still make some use of it, lassie.
Oh wait, here wait. Can I grab the bowl from out of her hand that she just got, like a gift for me?
Yeah. I feel like
I'm gonna put it in the bag,
it's free.
aim the bag at a wall, and turn the bag inside out.
Are you?
Yeah.
You turn the bag inside
I'm
out,
not thinking about it. He's only heard rumors. He's never done.
and
this before.
suddenly spilling out in front of you is a 10-foot pole, along with a massive pile of coins, and
Oh shit.
and 2 daggers, and a light crossbow, and a magical longsword, 39 crossbow bolts, 50 feet of hempen rope, a hooded lantern, 9 pitons, 7 days of... No, it's all very quickly pouring out. 7 days of rations, 8 torches, a water skin, a backpack, a key ring, some gemstones, a crowbar, a hammer, a tinderbox, just everything in the bag, all just spills out onto the floor at once. Oh, and Lynette's books.
Craig just like he sees him taking the bag and opening it and starting to tilt it, and he's just like, no. Every time.
Oh, I was thinking it could be used as maybe a projectile, but I see that's not the case. He sheepishly bends down and slowly picks up everything and one by one puts it back in the bag.
I cast unseen servants to help him.
The lesbians also pitch in and help.
He doesn't know
Elmer
what
does not help.
Pepper can help. Pepper help.
Pepper.
I still don't really understand the 10-foot pole, though.
It's so you can let me know when you're entering a room, and you can keep that distance between us as well.
It's a gift for you.
No, it's good for you. So like, you can be like, hey, buddy, I'm here. It's me. I'm in the room, and I'd be like, oh God, yes, thank you for letting me know you're here. And I would like,
Also, like, I hope everyone can understand the perspective. Pepper is 3'2".
Yes, this is longer than 3 of her.
Pretty big. Like, this is incredibly huge. I don't
you just strap it to your back.
withstand holding this for a long time. Like, and it collapse at all.
It's lightweight. No, it does not collapse. I was gonna go the blacksmith to have it collapse into 4 pieces, but he said that would cost another gold piece. So.
Thank you, Dennis.
Yeah, of
I will
course.
keep it in mind.
I knew you'd be appreciative of that.
As she just puts it on the floor, she's like, no, okay, you want me to go to the...
Dennis is pissed, by the way, in his brain. He's like, wow, he gets his gift for someone and they just throw it on the ground. Like, they don't even.
Someone's gonna come
Really
take
put it
out
anywhere
of his hand.
Wow, like,
Like, she
inconsiderate.
didn't put it anywhere else besides the bag. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not really-
Whose gift would you like to open next?
Actually, First real quick.
Yes.
He actually, Dennis, Dennis, do you actually think you keep it in the back real quick for me?
She asked if you could keep it in the bag.
It's okay.
Yes, for sure.
Thank
Cool.
you.
If that's like really helpful in a very specific situation later on, it'd be great. It's fun because you can't be not away from us.
Well, we
Oh my god.
we're in a dungeon, there's a chest, and we're like, well, we ran to a mimic earlier, and then we just fucking hit it with a tempo pole.
Oh, actually, wait, that's
If
a
you're not,
good
you're not within 5 feet, it can't be opportunity attack, right? So,
Yep. Also, if you know that there's like a single time trap, you can trigger the trap and
there's a bunch of tiles on the ground,
That's
like, you can
true.
do a tile with the pole as you walk forward.
if there's some sort of magical, if there's something that has like a magical glow to it, you can poke it with the 10-foot pole to see if anything dangerous happens. So many uses.
Yeah.
If there's a
What
vampire,
do you
you
I see.
can tell you're not allowed in your home and try to push it in anyway, and see what happens.
Vampire from jail.
I guess I would tell you.
And if you like fall into water or something, you can just like use it to hang your clothes up to dry.
And you're,
Yeah.
So many
you're
uses.
not wrong. Not wrong.
Your flagpole breaks,
Uh,
right? Your flagpole
my
breaks.
god.
The horse won't wake up. The horse wake up.
Alright, hold on. Oh, let's move on.
Wait, one more. You want to mention something that's 10 feet?
Yeah, if you need something to be exactly 10 feet.
It's 10 feet.
Yeah?
Here, I'm gonna put little marks on everybody who got you a gift that you haven't opened yet, just so that you I'll just put that on cover to represent both of the rock seekers. There we go. And then I'll put one
Oh.
here for the package with a letter.
Okay, alright. I mean, I can see her opening, wait, did both of them have secrets?
The gift is from both of them.
Okay, so I'll open up.
You open that up, and inside you see a large chunk of silver, and a like little note that reads, one of the first pieces we mined since we've gotten Phandelver back up and running for you.
Oh, thank you, guys. This is lovely. I'm glad to get it. Shoot.
All right.
Do they have anything to respond?
Glad for your help, Lassie. It's the least we can do. Like, you deserve it. Happy
Aw.
birthday.
That's wonderful, yes. But what was the last thing you said?
Happy birthday.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming, really.
Glad to be here.
Next year, Nickel.
All right, whose gift would you like to open
Wait.
next?
Wait, who's the guy with the sword and shield?
Silver.
My brain blanks. Silver. Only Silver.
You open Sildar's gift and you find that it is a sword and armor polish kit designed for. It's got like a whetstone for sharpening your sword. It's got a thing of sword polish. It's got a thing of armor polish. Just generally a full kit for maintenance and upkeep of weaponry. I figured now that you're wearing armor and wielding a sword, it would benefit you to have something with which to maintain it. Oh. Pepper. She dropped out of the VC for a moment. Now I can't hear her. Oh, Uh-oh.
Oh, Discord.
Uh-oh. Pepper. Oh no.
Wait,
Ah,
working.
there we go. She's back.
My audio's not working. It just stopped working.
She's back.
I can
Yay.
hear you right now.
I know because I put it on my phone.
Oh.
Oh, it's died. Okay, I get it now. Hold on. Sorry, guys. My headphones just died for some reason. I don't know why. They were like, oh yeah, this is the perfect time to just stop connecting to my laptop. Okay, hold on. Hold it. Let me get back. Oh, yes, it's lovely. Okay, hold on. Because I was like, wait, I can't hear you guys, like, at all. I can't hear anything. Alright. Wait, hold on. We're still on here. Damn it. Hold on.
Let us know when you're ready.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Alright.
Oh, she's
Can you
back.
hear me?
Yay.
Yay! Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. We love that.
Wow, I can't believe it. We've never had technical difficulties on the stream before. How could you mess us up like that?
Oh man, god darn it.
Be ashamed.
Can you go back to what the gift was and what he was saying?
Uh,
I don't know what happened.
He got you a sword and armor polish and upkeep kit.
Oh,
With
right.
like a whetstone to sharpen the sword, polish for the sword and the armor, all that stuff. And he basically said, now that you're wielding a sword and wearing armor, I figured you would benefit from something to maintain them.
Oh, thank you so much. This will be very much used. Absolutely. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm changing up Pepper's voice. Sorry.
Whose gift would you like to open next?
We will open Lynette's.
Lynette's. Lynette's is a fairly small package, and as you unwrap it, it is a publisher. It's an author's copy of her newest book that just got published winter summer.
Yeah, let's go. He's like, oh my gosh, yes! I get a copy. I can read it. Let's go. Thank you so much, Lynette. I'm so excited to read it.
I'm so excited to have you read it.
Make sure she signs it.
Yes, I need it signed.
And she would.
It's signed. It's signed.
You open it up, and it is indeed signed.
Let's go.
For Pepper, my greatest friend and muse, Lynette.
Aww. Aww, that's so cute. God damn it. Oh. Tears just like going again. Stop, sorry. We'll do Reeve.
You go and open up Reeve's gift, and it is this very like pretty necklace with like little like pendant stylized to look like a warhammer. And as you open it and look at it, he just says, "Yeah, I saw it in like this fancy store, and it just made me think of you, and I thought you might like it, so I saved up some wages and I got it for you."
Aw, you didn't have to. I can't believe you spent so much on this. This is amazing.
It's nothing. I mean, it wasn't nothing. It was actually expensive, but for you, it's nothing.
Aw. Well, I will be wearing it forever and the rest of my life. That's for sure.
And his face just flushes right again.
She immediately puts on the necklace and is like very mesmerized by it. She's like, oh my god, whoa! First break doesn't break. Alright. Okay, I think I'm ready for this last one. I'm a little scared. I think I know, but...
Do you open the package first or pick up the letter first?
Probably, actually, the letter first. The letter.
You open up the envelope and pull out the note. It reads, "My dearest Pepper, it is sorrowful indeed that I cannot be with you on your birthday. I am so proud of the woman you've become, and I miss you dearly. I am sure your father does as well, though you'd never hear him say it. I've included for you a gift. I remember you loved them so much in your childhood, and I hope the same still holds true now. Take care of yourself, my darling daughter. I do hope I can see you again soon. Your loving mother, Sylvie."
As everyone is probably, I hope everyone's looking, because Pepper is like, she's now sobbing uncontrollably. Like, oh. Oh my god, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I will be back in a moment.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Wow, it's a very sad moment right now, bro. This is crazy. You'll get more of the story later, but... Oh my god, this is actually sad. Holy shit. Yeah, what's going on? I'm wondering.
I'm like, are we allowed to do things?
I don't mind. What? I'm just
Oh!
Cat!
Yeah.
There's a cat! Guys, there's a black cat.
Oh, no.
There's a cat!
Oh.
Holy shit. Oh, it's a cat, guys. This is not roleplay. I'm just looking at DM's screen. I'm like, oh my god!
I got randomly reset free.
Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. For real though. That would make me so happy. Yeah. Honestly, in real life, if that actually happened to me, like, I'd be so happy. I love cats so much.
Real.
For real. Clove. Oh, I was saying, oh my god, there's a cat.
Yes, my sister wanted to talk to me about cat food.
Uh,
So, that was contents of the letter.
Yep. What's the gift?
You open the package. You open the package, and inside is the box is full of little raspberry tarts, which have been spiced with a bit of habanero pepper.
Ah, fuck yeah. Oh, we still want to these. Hey, oh my gosh. She like immediately takes a bite of them. Yum.
They are exactly how you remember them from when you were young.
Aw. Also, Pepper's like crying too. She's like very happily crying.
And you'll watch as Pepper just starts crying and eating tarts.
Oh. It's okay, Pepper's okay.
Same girl, same.
Very happy girl. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much for all your gifts, for the party, for the cake. Ah, it's wonderful. Thank you all for celebrating with me.
And
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! I hold up a big mug of unknown alcohol.
Unknown
Cheers
alcohol.
to his birthday!
Yeah. Now let's party until we get drunk.
Yeah.
Oh.
and so the
Like,
festivities
Elmer is definitely riding the horse and doing something.
continue on into the night. And so ends Pepper's birthday. A few weeks later, Dennis's birthday occurs, and a couple weeks after that, Dennis finds out that it was his birthday. But at that point, he has lost the opportunity for a party of his own.
Oh, it's sad. He's riding the horse though when he realizes.
How many times do we have to have this conversation?
If you would just go out one time with me on a horse, that'd be it. Just once.
Listen, it would be a whole different story entirely if you could just find a wild horse or buy one. You keep fucking stealing every horse in the city. Like, you're giving us such a bad name.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're saying this cause.
Come on, just one time. I don't think there are even wild horses. Have you ever seen a wild horse? Where do they even appear? Where do they even come from?
The wild, like says, he's just reading his little book.
He just looks up for a moment.
In all my 24,000 years of life on this planet, I've never
Oh,
seen a
he's
wild
back.
horse. And that's a lot of
Oh,
them.
no.
Alright.
Dennis, I beg you, please. We have an agreement with the town master. They're not going to find us anymore.
Yeah, let's
As long as the horses come back unharmed, just please.
If it will go back and nip this in the bud, I think we should go. Sure, it will be fun. Let's go.
Yes! 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 Like a fucking evil villain being overcome with power. Alright, well, we got to party with the horse just like old times. We
Our horse left and right.
I sent Zion to keep an eye on them. So you know how far is too far. Make sure they don't cross that line.
DM, do I know Zion? When we're already out and out.
Zion very quickly joins up with you and just continues to encourage you to go to further and further lengths of chaos and violence.
Yes!
I was gonna say, like, Zion's fight, like, we made Zion's coming, let's roll check. If we don't have to roll it, Zion's down. Like, Zion's doing
Craig terribly overestimated Zion's responsibility.
Craig knew exactly what he was doing. That's the yes, Zion have a little fun every once in a while. My Zion doesn't like listen.
That's reasonable.
If he lets Zion have his fun, Zion will not choose to have his fun in situations where he can actually get the party killed. Because Xeon will happily get the party killed if he feels like it. And Pepper then spends the rest of her time working on the manor, helping the assembly crew, and working with Craig to figure out the layout. As for the rest of Phandelver, well, it was not without change either. Mages were brought in to permanently remove the flame-skull and wave echo cave, and after a couple months of repairs, the mine of the Phandelver pact was ready to reopen. I'm going to change the song because this one is kind of loud. There we go. Wizards have even begun to work on strengthening and repairing the Forge of Spells. With this newly reopened mine, the town saw a wave of growth. Newcomers came to work mines or set up businesses in the town, and plenty of people flocked to the town to find jobs at the Phandelver Miners Exchange, either working at the exchange or traveling to the mines to work there. This influx of miners seeking work has enabled the exchange to send workers not just to the mine of the Phandelver Pact, but also to other smaller mines in the surrounding area, which had previously been abandoned due to being too small to waste the limited workers they had on. With Phandelver dead, Amelia and her children moved out of their old home, which doubled as a woodshop, and into a smaller one, and a new carpenter moved in, alongside her sister and her sister's fiancé, Mason and Sawyer, respectively. This newly arrived family was quickly hired by the party to lead the rebuilding of the manor. The sleeping giant tap house, which had once been mostly frequented by Redbrand, closed down for a time, due to council being understandably hesitant to give them their business. However, it will soon be hosting a grand reopening with a few new staff members and a new aesthetic. Several new businesses have also set up shop, including an adventurous shop called Goldstone's Gadgets, an apothecary called Wickburners, and a florist who provided much of the decor for Pepper's birthday celebration. Despite some being displeased with his handling of the Redbrand situation, Harbin Wesser was re-elected as town master, as he was all too happy to take credit for the town's sudden growth and newfound profit. The town, despite Harbin's leadership, finds itself in a better state than it's been in years, and our heroes now find themselves back together in it. As the day begins anew, almost 9 months after Craig's ceremony of colors, you all find yourselves inside of your newly built manor. Let's take a look at that manor. Because, it's done now.
Let's go.
Following up the path leads into your manor, with its main entrance and foyer, and then a long hall. Some areas have been marked out for future developments, like this area, which is going to become a teleportation circle once you have resources for it. You have your dining hall and kitchen, dining hall and parlor and storage room. Kitchen is down here alongside the pantry. You have a number of different bedrooms, an armory, several rooms that can be dated libraries or workshops or arcane studies, sanctuaries for those who are religious. And then, of course, you also have your cellar, which has also been rebuilt and reassembled. Makeshift jail has been installed, bedrooms, storage, libraries, more storage, all sorts of stuff. I will leave it up to you all. After the session, I will send these maps to you all and let you figure out amongst yourself what kind of rooms you would like to turn into what kind of facilities. But you now have a manor at your disposal.
Let's go.
Yeah.
As the day begins,
I'm back, sorry.
you missed out on the manor.
It looks dope.
This is the cellar. This is the dungeon, Keyleth. As the morning dawns, there is a knock at the door, which you, Craig, hear.
I shall answer.
Oh, yeah.
And the door opens, and stepping inside, you see a drow woman, some scars across her face. One moment, I'm grabbing the picture. A drow woman, some scars across her face, and a pair of swords at her hips, walking into your manor. Here, I'm trying to get a picture of it so that I can bring it up and show it on a larger scale. And it's taking time. Here we go. There we are. Her hair pulled back into a short ponytail, and her ears pierced with little blue ringlets. Craig.
Yes, Elmer, please invite yourself in.
Nice place you got here. Right, well,
Yes, yes.
I have finished translating that book, journal. Found some interesting things in there. Fucker was a nutcase. He,
Counted that much.
but, he had this whole section just dedicated to planning out, like, capturing these dwarf brothers and, like, map and a mine and all that, which seemed pretty interesting. He also had this fascination with, this rock he had on a necklace. It was a piece of onyx, and,
I just pulled it out of my pocket.
yeah, that's it. He had some sketches of it in there. But, yeah, apparently, Fuckwad was a diviner, had some visions and stuff. Anyways, he figured out that there was, like, another one that belonged to, this family, it was hard to translate the name because it didn't line up exactly. It was, like, Dendiers, I think?
I know who you're referring to. They're one of the local families
Okay.
here. I think and probably a necklace of some sort.
Yeah, apparently there was one that belonged to them that he wanted, but his visions wouldn't tell him where it was, just that it belonged to them. So he had, like, provoked the family so that he could, like, have his people have an excuse to kidnap them or something. I don't know. It's nuts. There was also something about a forge of magic or something. Translation was Forge of Spells. That's probably it. The Forge of Spells was really important for some, like, coming catastrophe or whatever.
The question's kind of like, he's like, yes, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the problem with experience. What is this catastrophe?
He didn't go into too much detail about what the catastrophe is, but he did have some stuff in there about what he wanted to do to stop it. His plan was to destroy this Forge of Spells thing, I think. Apparently he thought, like, magic from it was dangerous or something, didn't want it to get misused. I don't know. But yeah, he wanted to destroy it. He had a few ideas in there about how he might go about doing it, but I think he didn't know enough about it to know whether any of them would actually work, because all of them seemed very hypothetical. Those were some of the main things. There were a few other interesting passages in there. I don't know how many of them were noteworthy. There's also a phrase that kept coming up a lot. Lightless star, I think it was. I mean, anything to you?
Does it mean anything?
It just caught my eye because the Drow language has a number of different words relating to light. Because most Drow hate light, they live down in the dark. And it was very specifically not like dark star, it was lightless star, which I found interesting. As in like a star that gives off no light, I think, if I'm interpreting it. Could be something else entirely. I don't know. That's the main gist of what I found in there. Here, and she pulls out the journal and also a second journal. I've taken the liberty of writing out most of it in here. I didn't bother to transcribe a lot of the spells and stuff, because, I mean, you already got most of them and stuff. And you can figure out a lot of it. Most of the spell notes aren't even written in the same language anyways. But a lot of his other notes and stuff I've written out into here, and here's the original back for you. Anything else you need me to do for you?
No, I don't think so. I'll take some time to look this over. I do appreciate the time you put into this. Hope it's just the roundings of a madman.
Should you need to call on me, then don't hesitate to. Oh, let me amend that. Don't hesitate to if you need something killed or you need me to kick the shit out of somebody. If you've got more desk work for me, see if you can find somebody else to pass it on to. It's not really my forte. Yes, I'm fine with this one. It's a favor, you know. But like, I'm gonna use these.
There comes a time where I can use a blade too. I know the call.
You do indeed. Shit, this is a really nice place.
It was a shithole not months ago.
That's a nice tapestry up there. Give me that one.
I'm not sure. One of the other does a lot of the decorating, so we'd have to ask you.
Well, I probably should be going. Good to see you. You got anything to eat before I go? I got a decent journey ahead of me. I wouldn't mind, like, around Whiteflower Road.
Absolutely. If Elmer is in the kitchen, I'm sure Drew can whip something up for you real quick.
Drew. Alright. And she heads over to the area you indicate. I'm guessing your land is Drew, right?
Yeah.
You got any food in here?
Yeah. Oh.
And he goes and, like, fetches some, like, packs up a bag. Thanks. Nice little servant guy you got there. Oh, see you around. And
You should see him in the dagger.
I see. That guy with that. Right, okay. And she heads out. What would you all like to do with your day?
About the thing I messaged you earlier, when does that happen?
That does eventually happen. Sometime between Pepper's birthday now. Pepper, Craig got a gift for you. So let's do that as well. The scene I'm giving you that which actually happened before now, but oh well.
Yeah, it's fine.
Rewind.
It's fine. If I have to hold me for a second, it's fine.
Pepper, do you have a moment?
Yeah, of course. What is it?
I know it's late, but I do actually have a gift for you.
Wait, what? You didn't have to get me one, silly.
I know I didn't have to, but I wanted to. And after our conversation and the rest of the day, I thought of something that I hope you'll like.
Aw, thank you.
And I kind of reach into my cloak and I pull out a stone that fits comfortably in the palm of your hand and it has a face carved into it. And I hand it over to you. This is a sending stone. It is paired with another, and when you can speak into it once a day, and whatever you say, a short message will be heard coming from the other stone. I had the liberty of having the Felspire send the other stone to your parents.
What? Wait. Cute. She starts crying again. This is really thoughtful of you. Thank you. And she like starts like sobbing. She comes up. Can I hug you?
I would very much enjoy that.
She immediately hugs him. This means a lot to me.
The family is not a very big thing in the culture I come from, but it very obviously means very much to you. And I can't imagine how else you've been so far away from them. But hopefully this helps ease the burden a bit.
It definitely does. I haven't spoken to either my mother or my father in I don't know how long. Ever since I was 15-ish. So it's been quite a long time. Maybe I'll finally be able to talk to my dad after all this time.
Your mother seems pleasant. I tested out to make sure that they were working properly. She was very confused, and also super excited. So
Really? I'm not surprised my mother would answer. She definitely is a wonderful person. I'm happy you got to talk to her. Well, she and my dad who liked it too.
I hope this, whatever issues you have, whatever it is you have between you, I hope this helps.
Thank you. Craig, can I tell you something? haven't told this to quite literally anyone else, and I don't know how I feel about it. Is that okay?
Of course.
Yeah, good question.
I-
Could we move over to game state chat real quick?
Let's move whispers.
Whispers? Okay. Just real quick, just real quick.
Pepper lore, pepper lore, pepper lore.
Everyone, let's go! Everyone else will get a chance to hear this, just hold on. Oh my god. Did not think it was gonna tell something.
Craig as well, right?
Yes, please.
The bienvenue. Welcome.
Hello. Hello, friend.
Alright.
Pepper lore, pepper lore.
Stop.
So, I haven't spoken, obviously, about my family in a long time. It's really hard to talk about, but there's something I need to say to someone at least, so I don't have to keep holding this horrible burden. I am from Waterdeep, and as you know, my family also lives there, obviously you know that. My father has not talked to me ever since I was 15, because I killed a noble without trying. I killed him while... I don't even know who this noble was, but he was so important that I'm not wanted in Waterdeep anymore. I cannot go back to Waterdeep anymore. Because I'm wanted. If I ever see my father again, he'll take me in, and I don't know what to do.
I'm not actually crying, it's okay.
Way to ruin the illusion.
Since this was 15. That's 36 years ago. I wasn't even born. I don't think. I don't remember what time age was. I don't think I was born.
I have kept the secret for this long.
You're 31, Craig, so that's
After
correct.
reading my mother's letter, after reading my mom's letter, the memory just came back to me, and it's not bearable for me. Thank you for letting me tell you this.
I can understand how difficult that can be. You don't have to explain anymore if you're not comfortable, obviously, but what exactly happened, if I may ask?
I'll try to remember the best I can, but I was walking out, I was out in the dark. I was going home from training, and I thought I was being followed, and I used my...
I forgot if it was a Warhammer Rush against, wait, was it proper? Can we say it was a Warhammer? Or did you have a Warhammer at the time?
I think probably it was like an improvised weapon. Like a plank
Right,
or something, is what we said.
Yeah, he grabbed like something close by. Okay, sorry. I had to ask because I was like, wait a second. I forgot. It's been a while since we talked about this, so I don't remember.
But I was walking home, I thought I was being followed, and I used to hear my little freaking stick of wood, and I knocked at it. I turned around, and I thought I was gonna get killed. Murdered, kidnapped, I don't know, just anything that wasn't nice.
It sounds to me like you were just defending yourself. I admit I don't know much in the way of nobility, but I wouldn't imagine somebody who seemingly that important would be out by themselves in the middle of the night if they weren't looking for trouble, I suppose.
I wish I knew. I don't really have any more information. Besides knowing that I killed whoever this guy was, all I just know is that I killed him, and basically the entire town is after me if I ever come back. I vowed myself to never go back. So, yeah.
I'm sorry that you went through that. That sounds like a very stressful and horrible experience.
Thank you. It definitely was. I guess I'm not sure still what to do right now, but all I know is I can't go back right now. Or ever. I'm just really glad I got that out of my chest. I needed to talk to someone about this. Thank you again.
You're very welcome. And if you ever decide that you do want to go there are ways to, hide who you are, at least from a visual perspective, as long as you don't go anywhere that has any overbearing medical wards.
And my father, as well. If he knows I'm never there, he'll turn me in right away.
What would he have to gain from that? Why would he turn you in?
From my understanding, he worked for a lot of the nobles. So he would turn me in right away. That's all I know, at least. And I haven't spoken to him ever since 15 years old, so I really don't know much. But I do appreciate that he did help me get out of there. But he did warn me that I shouldn't go back. But you're right, maybe I'll have to do some thinking, but I will absolutely let you know if I ever do plan to try and go back. That might be wild, though.
Well, we do have some other things we can get to anytime. So, but just don't keep getting back in your mind.
I will.
You can go back to the general chat.
Right, everybody start chanting pepper lore before we join. So that when we join, we're just all chanting pepper lore. Pepper lore, 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 pepper lore. And that was a good pepper
Very
lore.
interesting conversation.
I bet. How exciting.
So exciting.
Does anybody else... Okay, so that actually happened earlier in the time skip. Now back to present day.
Yeah.
Also, actually, before that, Pepper, did you... I assume you used that sending stone to communicate some with your family. Yes.
Yes.
It is able to send messages once a day, and the messages can be up to 25 words long.
Oh shit! All right. We're living on this bit.
Yep.
Okay, great. Hey guys.
Did you ever try to
I got an
communicate with?
alert saying the police are investigating a gunfire call.
It's
Where I am. I'll be fine.
Well, why were you shooting guns?
Pepperlord.
Pepperlord, that's right. So, did you try to communicate? Did you have your mother, did the stone to your father ever try and communicate with him at all during the time skip, or do you only communicate with your mother?
I assume her father wouldn't even want to talk to her, so at least right now. So it'll probably just be mom.
Okay.
Mom. But you can give me a few, like, we'll continue on. I'll message you with as she gets. I don't know. I didn't think this through. I wasn't expecting to get a stone to communicate with my family. So.
Why on earth were you not expecting that? That seemed like the logical thing that would just happen. It seems very obvious and expected. So, as we come back from our time skip, what would you all like to do?
I'm just figuring out what to write to my mother or talk to her.
At some point, so I want to call like a group meeting to kind of discuss things.
Maybe figure out what our next step is. I don't know. We already know what our next step is.
Craig is an idea.
Okay, how exciting.
Yay!
Right, do we want to do that now, or?
That's anything else that you want to do.
Sounds like a no to me.
Sounds like it. I don't know.
Alright. So you all gather together as Craig calls you together.
Yeah, I mentioned group disclosure, like ring the bell.
Meeting! I can't, this is amazing.
Craig wants a meeting!
Where do we gather?
I imagine you all would gather in the dining... Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about that. Share your screen. There we go. I imagine you all gather, oh no, it wasn't, I need to bring Clove out. Right. Oh shoot, I forgot to change your tokens.
Oh, shit.
Why is your mana map so laggy? Like, there's not that many walls. There's not that many walls, and I have maps with more lighting sources that are not as laggy. Like, it's probably because the lighting sources in some way. Maybe it's just like constantly checking whether they're close enough to windows to go through or something. But like, I don't know. Anyways, you all gather in the Elmer's character sheet is all screwed up and moved around and stuff. Hold on, there we go. Just update your character tokens to have your Act 2 looks. Alright. That is the end of the session. You all gather in the meeting room. Actually, no, we'll end the session here as you guys are gathering for the meeting.
I do want to see what we're doing.
Alright, then let's have a meeting, shall we?
Good first press.
Let's have a meeting.
Alright, quick! What do you have in mind exactly? What you call us all here for? I was going to share. I'm not the one
A colleague of mine visited today. I had them translate the website's journal that we found since apparently some of us can read multiple languages, and I kind of stuff in the I also read that recently, but anyway. They returned with the translations. Obviously, probably better that it was the native language and a little more nuance that you may miss otherwise. But anyway, most of it was something we already know because we experienced it the last person was okay with us. But the thing that struck me that she mentioned was apparently the next watching family mistake. Apparently, it's very similar to the ring that we found from that thing wizard and the necklace that the spider himself found. So I'm very curious to see if we can locate this necklace and see if it is similar to these. Apparently, it had something to do with what he was trying to avoid. Apparently, he wanted to destroy the forge, which I don't know how accurate that is, but apparently that was part of the thing that catastrophe was talking about. But if one has anything else pressing, then perhaps we can pay us to do other dreams and we can locate this necklace and see if any of these special ones.
Sounds good to me! Maybe I think
Alright, so, you're planning to go to the Thunder Tree. It will say while you're still making a plan. Do you want to leave sooner or do you want to stick around town for good and prepare first? The grand reopening of the City Giant Inn is in a few days. Maybe we're saying for that. The City Giant, it's the like, tap house inn bar that Red Brand frequented, that closed down after the Red Brand were dealt with and is now reopening. Yes, we will. And we also just now gathering supplies and stuff before we set out.
Are we all done?
I think that's where we shall end the session. So, good session. You two people and stuff. Thanks for watching. Also thanks for watching. I appreciate people that were running, but right now we only have one viewer and I appreciate it from you guys. We still don't have an outro. So, yeah. Bye!
I said I think you just cut it off while we're doing that.
Just all start together. Oh no. Oh, guys, we have a problem. You remember when there was that part of the stream temporarily cut out? I'm pretty sure that messed with it again because and now the recording's gonna have audio issues again. I thought I fixed this. I changed this.
Yeah, the screen is super behind you. It was fine for a while after that.
Oh,
Drop
yeah.
it, got all weird.
We'll do it with that. I'm going to go. Good night.
Yay,
I like anything. Yeah, okay. Fun fact, I started making soup, to boil during the stream. It takes a while, so it's fine. I'm gonna go back to that. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, let's see. What's up now, Nicholas? I'm still like,
Not a single page for that session. Let's go.
That's not true. Elmer had to roll for horse.
Yeah, that's true.
darn
Other than
it.
that, all the way.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
We managed to do it, to do like proper roleplay. Let's go us.
Imagine that.
I'm gonna leave the stream up and see if maybe that'll let the recording save maybe slightly there. If maybe the recording, if maybe just at night end stream it like cuts it off. Maybe if I leave the stream going until the recording catches up, then it'll work properly. I doubt it, but it's worth trying. I'm just gonna leave the stream up and mute it in the background.
No, that makes sense.
I can't figure out what's on it.
Yeah, like, yeah, I've never seen stuff like connectivity issues. I've never seen it manifest in this way. It doesn't make sense to me how that's happened. That's not how hacks work. That's just not how it works.
Not how it works. Oh, guys, not how it works, bro. It's not how it works.
And it's not even like listed on Streamlabs' known issues list.
2025, baby. I'm just trying to get this worked out. Like it's 27.
Here, let me add new characters. T-Holz's character notes.
Let's go. Right. I just like right now.
Let's go with the ends.
Let's go. Let's go. No, honestly, I wasn't expecting to have that conversation so fast. I was expecting for like finally spill that secret like a little bit later. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, no, what? Terrible.
Yeah, see, like this is kind of what I'm talking about with not really understanding the like infatuation with Edward's mom. Because personally, I think that Flying Around, the florist, is one of the most attractive Hero Forge models that I've made so far.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, bro. So that was like, yep, no, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Damn.
You love freckles.
Yeah. Alright. Sorry, I got my 25 words for today. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Like, 25 words.
So yeah, you have so many days.
Oh, man. You just need to send them. They have it in a doc. I'm just gonna keep like writing. Going Instagram.
Sure.
Yes.
I'll tell you. I'll write in how she replies.
You want me to share it with you?
Yes, sir.
Ah, nice. Let's go. Shit, how do this? Bro, I'm stuck with the phone. Oh, don't. Rock. Rock. There we go.
Okay. Mr. Already cupcake that.
What's bro? I'm sorry. How am I scrolling? I keep clicking around. No, okay.
Alright, so let's see who all you met. You met Sonia Brown, you met her wife Shansa,
There you go. Okay, I think it worked. I don't know how, like, I don't know if we should go by day, like, so we're not like, wait, when was this sent? When did this conversation happen? I just put it down, day 1. I literally just named the document Rock.
Rock.
Because I don't know what else to put down. It's not even, like, correct. It's capital R-O and a lowercase c-k. Just because I mistyped it.
Rock! I want a rock!
You guys. Okay, I think adding subtabs will confuse me anymore. I don't think I do. I'm trying to think how to do it.
Sometime we're just gonna have to like do a stream where we just go through all of the different
All of it.
go through all of it. Sometime we're gonna have to do a stream where we go through like all of the characters that I've made and just rank them from most to least attractive. Obviously Gimmick would rank at the top.
Obviously.
And no, he was separate. No, still not him because he deserves to be included.
He deserves the inclusion.
I keep forgetting that Gimmick uses its pronouns. That's on me.
Oh. Wow.
In my defense, it's y'all that keeps screwing me up.
Fair enough.
Actually, nobody else was present when Elmer showed up, so I don't need to add her to anybody else's character lists.
Nice.
Yeah. So honestly, I just need to add lesbians.
Lesbians!
Let's go lesbians.
Love lesbians. Let's go lesbians. Alright. Yeah, no.
Here, I should probably send Shansa's image in the shadow images are sent as well, just so that both of them are there. There we go. There's the
Makes
there.
sense. I'm gonna color code it because I need color code everything.
Should be. Look. Whoa.
You're messing with my document!
Cambria's better font, damn it.
What do you mean? Use a better font. Use Time New Roman.
Cambria's better.
This is actually a lot better.
Wait, why is the
What?
why is
Hey!
it fine?
Can you change the color, Leon? Leave me alone. Because I like to be extra. Ooh, great. Such a smart boy. No. Mother.
How many words are we at?
Wait, you got in the back.
10.
I color coding. She's so pretty! God damn. I'm not talking about her mom.
Who are we talking about this time?
One of the lesbians.
Sonia?
One of the owners.
Yeah, Sonia.
Pretty. Damn. Alright. Wait a second. Does Craig know both Pepper's mom's and dad's names?
I don't. Did Pepper ever tell him?
So I think it's about her name.
He knew your name. He knew your name, which meant that he was able to get somebody else to find them, and he probably found out your mother's name when he spoke to her, or if he saw the letter that she sent.
That makes sense. I was just curious. Wait a second. Talk with my mother. He's talking to her mom.
Yeah, it was fast. She was the one who said, "Hey, this is gonna. You can use this to talk to Pepper. I'm gonna reach out to you first to make sure they work, and then."
Right. Oh, that's fair. I'm trying to extra, it's not working. I'm trying to extra, it's not working. I love that. Okay, I find something clear, so at least it's clear. As long as it's clear.
I'd just like to point out, the lesbians are very pretty, but I'd also like to point out that every single time that I have made a trans or non-binary character in Hero Forge, they have just ended up looking fabulous. Like, it's like, at this point, it's like impossible for me not to make a good-looking trans or non-binary character. Binary. Like, we've got Ada Camber, the Carpenter, we've got Ally, the Warden of Chronergy, we've got, well, you haven't actually met the other, you haven't met, the one that I was about to say yet.
No.
But you'll meet them next session.
Man.
You'll meet them at the grand reopening of the Sleeping Giant.
That's crazy. Alright, cool.
Whoa! Whoa!
That was easy.
Crazy, dude.
Crazy. There we go. Everything's color-coded now. That's fine. I have like all these colors, and I'm like, I don't want them to get out of here. Aww. My heart smells right now. Holy shit. That is so cute. We love it. We love that.
It's like every character that I make in Hero Forge is either horrifying or ungodly attractive. There's very little in between. Except like the old people. The old people are just kind of like look like nice people.
Yeah. That's, golly. Wow, that was so adaptable for me. Holy shit, bro. That's crazy. Yippee. Oh gosh, I can't believe it's 7. I thought it was like 10:30 at this morning. That's crazy. I didn't sleep in. Well, I did. Actually, I was alive. Yeah. Alright. Bye. Just be off. So I want to do tomorrow. Sunday.
Okay.
Thank you. You guys have a good one.
Oh,
Bye.
I will have a terrible one, just to spite her. That was a surprisingly good session, considering how disorganized it was.
You were really surprised given that everyone was here today. Yeah, I'm surprised how actually, like, on task we were.
First of all, I'm surprised that our session was so, like, intense and focused, but I'm also surprised that, the roleplay scenes in general went as well as they did, for a few reasons. Firstly, obviously, that this group has been hit or miss when it comes to roleplay, but also that, especially with the birthday scene, I really didn't have much of a plan going into that, other than, we're gonna have a birthday scene. And I came up with most of those gifts on the fly.
Yeah, I was definitely pleasantly surprised with the opportunity today.
We are at 25 minutes, and the recording is still not ended. To show you what I'm looking at, by the way, this is what it looks like down here. I have not started a new recording. That should not be counting up like that. And this should not just be sitting here saying. Let me go look at the stream and see where it's currently at in our stream. Oh no, the audio is screwed up. Doesn't matter if the audio isn't super screwed up. God damn it. That, if people want to try to watch the VOD on Twitch, it's just going to end early for them because it's broken.